enter into the divine. Hope at the beyond. Echoes of life, drink from the well to ascend. Gods are awoken. Echoes of life, tearing the threads of the veil again. Orders of godhood to wolves in the night. Wicked the sins that I come to put right. A name on the bolt and a face in my sights, and I'm finding the source of it all.
Slave to the scar and the torturous tone. Shackled to violence, I've hunted my own. Vengeance will grant me the means to atone, and I'm finding the source of it all.
Noble of nature, a scarlet of scale, destined to ever be held up and hailed. Fallen from grace with a tear in the veil, and I'm finding the source of it all.
Hammers and fire could burn, purging the curse, rising into the divine. History moves in reverse.
Echoes of life, drink from the well to ascend. Gods are awoken. Echoes of life, tearing the threads of the veil again. Echoes of life, drink from the well to ascend. Gods are awoken. Echoes of life, tearing the threads of the veil again.
I already ate. I had a chicken salad sandwich.
Welcome
Checking the box.
everybody.
Now I'm
To
drinking my
The
Earl Grey tea that I probably should not be having at like 8 p.m., but here we are.
I mean, so welcome everybody to the 6th episode or session of Astrayas. Our DM will be recapping from last session.
Because I did a random roll and I got myself. Gotcha.
Yep, that definitely
So-
happened.
Much to Nathan's disappointment.
That's true.
Previously on D&D, the party had to deal with reversed gravity. I know that was 2 sessions ago, but I feel like that's needed.
No, that was the beginning of last session.
No, that was the beginning of last session.
Yeah, well, it feels like forever ago. My goodness.
Well, I mean, a whole week ago.
Gravity went upside down. A giant arm came out of the sky, picked up a building. Building disappeared with the arm, and what was essentially a black hole in the sky. And then the party decided to go up into the mountains to figure out what was left of the chaos. And they found the basement of the temple that was removed. In said basement, they had to solve a puzzle involving statues, different kinds of items representing different gods and all that. They had to figure out how they worked together. And essentially, they summoned the death god into the world of Astrayas.
Yes.
Yay!
Oops.
Oops.
Yay!
Oops is an understatement. You guys have put into motion something ridiculous.
We
and-
don't know what we put into motion.
only one of us does. That would be Dex. But, anywho's it? Thereafter, the party looked in all the rooms and decided to check the main treasure hall of sorts. And one member of the party was left alone in said room
Yeah.
after a trap was sprung.
After someone else
Speak
triggered
to
the
if you
trap.
count her pet.
The door
Companion.
slammed shut. The room then proceeded to flood. I should not use the word flood because that would rhyme with blood and it sounds weird. But yeah, if it filled with blood. And right when said party member was about to die, they realized they were in a illusion, a hallucination of sorts.
Just like a soap opera.
Just the ultimate of cliches. But then you woke up. The ultimate cliche.
Feeling like I was about to die, so that's a thing.
So, once the illusion was caught on to, the rest of the party was then awoken. And upon awakening, they went into the main treasure hall and tried to solve this puzzle on the statue, at which point they did. The arm was weighted for one exact item. Kind of hard to Indiana Jones that stuff, but hey. And they found a chest. And that's where we left off with. Have I forgotten anything?
I don't think so.
No.
I mean, definitely your frustration. The puzzle, but
I mean, you kind of glossed over the fact that it took us like an hour to solve the puzzle in the main room.
It's all good. It was solved. That's all that
your face the
Right.
whole time was just like, you're overthinking it.
Slow down.
You were
Oh,
you're like, oh my gosh. The frustration on your face was just priceless.
Okay. And so now we are sitting in front of that chest, and we ended the session.
Alright. We sit standing in front of this chest.
Yep.
I
What do you
mean,
guys do? That story is.
I'll just hang out back here, in case the room decides to fill with blood and go all psychedelic again.
Yeah. Pretty much. So, what do you guys do? Or do you think we should wait for Jesse to get back? Because Jesse is also standing right in front of the chest as well.
We might want to wait a
Let's
little
vote
bit.
on treasure dividing with him not present. That's totally fair.
That's wonderful. It's the equivalent of having everyone together and divide the party at the same time.
Yeah, the best thing
Totally.
ever.
Emotionally dividing the party. That's some deep level stuff there. But I mean, I suppose you could take a peek if you wanted.
I mean, yeah, we could open it. Reese will open it
Oh, he's back. He's
Yep.
back.
just in time as Ree opens the lid.
So
yeah,
we
I don't think I want to go in.
we voted on how to divide the treasure, and we decided on a 3-way split between the people who were here.
Wow.
Wow, really?
No, not really.
Anywho. So yeah, Snorri wants to keep his distance in case the room decides to go all crazy, The Shining all over again. So yeah, here we are. And Reese opens the lid to the chest. And surprisingly, it was not locked. Although, unsurprisingly, it was unlocked because of the chest sitting behind the statue and the room being trapped. So I mean, you could say the trap was the lock.
Trap was the pressure
Oh,
plate
okay.
that
Yeah.
Dex triggered.
Yeah. And then ran from.
And then ran from leaving my character.
But wait. The trap didn't actually do anything, though. Was it really? I mean, it did, but like, it didn't actually kill the person. So
No. Nobody was harmed in the making of that session.
But still, when you think about it, what I made the smart. I did make the smart
Possibly,
play and
if I had failed, I probably would have thought I was dead. So
Probably you would have woken up thinking you were a walking dead of some sort.
some weird ass stuff happening, or just
So after
not waking up before everybody else does, or something like that.
After you open the chest, you see several assorted potions. You see a staff. You
Okay.
see some clothing, and you see a chain shirt.
All right, hold on.
okay, dibs on everything but the chain shirt.
No.
No.
I'm just saying, potions. That's totally my bag. Staff. I mean, maybe it's for the druid. So half dibs on the staff.
All right, so staff, chain shirt,
Uh-huh. And a rod,
rod.
Oh yeah, dibs on that too.
a cape,
Stop. Not funny. Cape.
What do you have so far?
A staff, chain shirt, rod, and cape. And then you said potions.
There are 9 potions, all of which are red liquid inside. The 6 of them look similar in size, but then there's 3 that look smaller.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean?
And everybody else here?
Yeah.
I hear everybody just fine.
On my end, it says that they're muted. Like it says that Nathan is.
Nathan is muted, but he's coming through Rose's.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we're in the same room.
Where's
He
the
uses.
stream? I'm not watching the stream.
No, he's coming through my mic.
Should I be watching the stream?
No. He comes through my mic because we're in the same room.
Hi, can you hear me? Question mark?
Oh wait, hang on. That's what it is. I have Rose. Okay. I had Rose like muted on my end because they were previously using Nathan. Like, and Rose is muted. So.
Should be the other way around.
Ah. All is good. Yes.
So
Yes. Now I hear that.
Six of them look the same.
6 look the same, and the other 3 are a triplet.
And 3 same, different from the 6.
Okay, so I have a rod, a cape, a staff, 9 potions, a chain shirt, a bag, and a
Oh.
smaller chest.
A bag. Oh boy, and a smaller chest.
There you go. That's everything.
Yay.
We
I don't know where I put my notebook. That's interesting.
Is anything in there going to explode?
No,
Are you sure?
no.
I'll turn to Reese. Can we say yes or can shut up?
I turn to Snorri and I'm like, "You're the wizard. You tell me."
Well, I mean, in order to identify something, I have to touch it. I generally want to
Snorri,
make sure that it's
just
not
come
going
in
to
here,
explode
It's safe.
before I touch things.
It's safe. Just come in.
Safe.
Yeah.
Safe?
Yes, safe.
I'm sorry.
Steps
I was
back.
just affected by some kind of a horrendous sleep spell while I was not even in the room.
Snorri, I almost, though it was an illusion, I almost drowned in a room full of blood.
So what you're saying is you did not almost drown in a room full of blood. You took a nap on the floor.
I need air, and Reese just walks out.
Watch out for the pressure plate.
With Cass behind her, she just quietly I need air, and just walks out.
Okay. So the two of them leave the basement, the temple
Yeah,
basement.
I leave the basement and walk up the stairs and just
So,
yeah.
I'm assuming all of the stuff is still in the chest, but
Yeah,
you just
I-
kind of took inventory quick and yeah.
I took inventory, and Reese knows what's in there, and figures that the party will figure it out, and then we'll just talk about it.
Okay.
But Reese has left the building.
I don't remember. Was there a table back in one of those other rooms?
A table?
A table.
No.
Technically, there's a table.
Yeah, isn't there one? There's one.
Yeah, there's
In
a table.
that is an altar. That is a religious table.
This is
It's
kind
still
of
a table, is it not?
The one in the center, the thing in the center is a
I
table.
I wouldn't use that because of the weird ass axe in there.
The axe of stupidity. Yes.
Is it really what it's called?
No.
I
I'm
should-
just nicknaming
Nicknaming it.
I should probably invest in some kind of a portable table. That would be very useful. Ooh, maybe a portable writing desk
Oh,
with a
boy.
chair. Yeah, I should write this down. This could be a great invention someday. Especially if I can get it to be not magical. Would hate for someone to dispel my chair while I was sitting on it. That would be obnoxious. All right, so should we identify these things down here, or should we go up top and outside? I'm not too familiar with the religious practices of, well, most religions. It's just not my thing, really. But you know, I mean, if it's, I don't know. Well, what do you think, Dex?
Snowy, we essentially woke up the demon god to this plane, so I don't think it matters.
Oh, wait, sorry. Did you say demigod or demon god?
I said we summoned the death god here to this plane.
Oh, the death god. Well, that much was obvious. Or maybe
So
it was some
you-
kind of an avatar.
It doesn't matter right now, so yeah.
Well, I mean, they won't be upset if we identify things in here. They're not going to turn right around and come in here and make us all deaf.
Nobody left.
Nobody
I thought you
left.
said-
What do you mean?
That
One.
They're
What?
still right out there?
I'm saying the temple is gone. Who is left to watch this place besides the four of you?
My character is concerned that Death God might show back up and
And
kill
not
me
like
if he
that we're
doesn't like
using,
people identifying magic or, I don't know, stealing things.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I don't think he's not gonna care. Trust me.
All right. Okay. Well then, I guess I should get to work on some of these things.
10 minutes per was it?
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody have any chalk?
Why don't you have chalk?
Well, I mean, if I were outside, I would
Okay,
just.
I'm talking. My character's not here. I'm asking out of character. Why don't you have chalk?
I might have chalk.
You should have chalk.
I mean, why should I have chalk?
You're a wizard, and
Wizard?
it's a non-specified material component of any cost, so it should be in like
What? No?
Why do you need chalk then?
Flavor?
Well then by
Your character
flavor,
would have it then.
yeah.
Okay,
flavor
okay. Well, sorry, let me elaborate a bit more. My character's going to ask if other people have stuff so he doesn't have to use his own things.
Wow.
That is a level of toxicity that I aspire to reach.
Or charcoal would work too. Really, anything for drawing it. I can't just trace the transmutation in the magical circle in the dirt.
In that room, he can't use.
I'm not touching the blood
right now.
What?
You draw it in blood. There's pools of blood.
You want my character to draw pentagrams and magic circles on the floor out of blood.
It's gnome blood, mind you. So
that makes it worse. That means twice as many people had to die to get the same amount of blood. Maybe 4 times as many. I don't really know how the math works.
Ratio, just leave it out the window. A whole bunch. This is a whole bunch of death. Yes.
This is a whole bunch of death. There's a whole bunch of death that happened up in here.
I mean, just
a whole lot.
Does anyone have any chalk or charcoal? I'm not drawing magic circles with blood. That's not my kind of magic.
A rather large number of people were inconvenienced around the same time. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oof.
My character has
because being murdered for your blood is nearly an inconvenience.
But she has literally left the building, so she can't offer
I know. Rummage through my component pouch and find some chalk. I grumble as I draw the relevant transmutation. The magical circles on the ground. All right. I really should get a table for this. I have to sit on the floor. All right, what's the first item that I should identify?
The staff.
Ooh. Does it look wizardy or druidy?
I don't know. That's your job. You tell me.
I'm asking Alan. I'm judging a book by its cover.
A battle staff.
This
one that a monk might use, or a warrior, perhaps.
No, this is probably a useless item, but I'll identify it nonetheless. I will identify it.
This is the Staff of Fury. The way it works is you pick what die to roll for damage. However, should you fail a specific Constitution save, depending on what die you pick, you take the damage instead.
Oh, ouch!
Say I roll a D100 for damage.
Outright kill yourself.
That con save, you're gonna hit yourself, and you get to pick the element of damage that happens. Any element you can think of.
Do you have a text write-up of this?
I'll type it out for you, but it's the item I added myself.
This seems like a waste of a staff. They should have made this into like a spear or an axe or something. I'm getting my hopes up, thinking I was gonna have some kind of a staff of the Archmage or...
It is the Staff of Fury.
This is a staff of hitting people. Ugh.
What next?
Well, next on the list, I would say... chain shirt.
Okay.
People are just pulling things out.
Yeah, chain shirt.
You wasted 10 minutes. It is non-magical.
It's just a chain shirt.
However, you notice it has a bluish hue to it.
Okay.
It has a blue coloration to the metal. That's all you know as far as arcane goes.
I mean, did the identification not tell me what that was?
It tells you all.
Like if it's got some kind of a property.
It has no magical properties.
I mean, strictly speaking, neither does adamantine armor, but it would tell me that it was adamantine armor if I were to identify it.
Mithril. Enjoy. It's a Mithril chain
Oh,
shirt.
Mithril. Nice.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking because you said blue hue.
Yeah. So, this extremely light chain shirt is made of very fine mithril links. Your speed of movement while wearing mithril shirt is 30, increased by 30 for medium creatures, or 20 for small. The armor has an arcane spell failure chance of 10%. That's not a magical feature. That's just a mythical thing.
That's 3rd edition
That's
rules,
third
sir.
edition rules.
3rd edition?
Fifth edition, it allows you to do stealth.
Yeah, Mithril.
Without
Yeah, just basically there's no disadvantage.
It had that as well in the text. It had 3rd edition and 5th edition text in one description.
That's weird.
That's weird. It weighs 10 pounds. Yay.
Yay.
Rod is next.
You spend your 10 minutes looking at this rod. It is gray and has a dragon head on both ends. This is an immovable rod. Works like any other immovable rod you've seen before.
It
just looks fancy.
This item is completely mundane and boring and fancy looking. Here, Dex, why don't you take this? I'll click the rod before I hand it off to before he grabs it.
Oh, you're so mean.
Roll sleight of hand, please.
Fair.
Wow.
You have the sleight of hand. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Holy crap. Dex, your passive perception, unless you're wary of this wizard, unless you are cautious of this man, you would.
There's no.
I'm
There
always cautious of his ass.
I mean,
That's
it's fair.
totally valid.
It's fair.
I'm always cautious of his ass.
Come on,
so
roll it.
fucking wall.
Let's see if your perception beats a 23. I'm
Yeah, roll.
okay with that. If you roll higher than that, fine. You get on my ruse.
Perception.
Oh. Even with a natural 20, it's not higher. Oh, unfortunate. Unfortunate.
You
That's
know-
so unfortunate.
So this is how
You know,
I'll
for an
play.
investigator, you're not very perceptive.
So,
Oh.
as an homage to your perfect 20 there, your natural 20, I'm going to say you noticed, but you noticed too late. So you go to take it from him.
What's the matter, Dex?
Right as you're about to tug on it, your brain goes, I know he clicked it, but you tug on it anyway, and you fall for it.
What's the matter, Dex? You can't take this from my hand. Here, I'll even let go. Keep trying. All right, where's the next item?
It's now in midair, just standing there.
Dex will go to throttle Snowy, you son of a.
So the thing.
Don't kill the wizard.
You're reaching for my throat? Question mark?
It's like,
The things that have not been identified yet are as follows: the 9 potions, the cape, the bag, and the small chest.
I should say we should probably wait on the 9 potions. That's gonna take
a while.
That's gonna take 99 minutes.
I suggest.
Well, no,
like,
it's going to
8?
take 90 minutes.
No, it's 10 plus 1 minute.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
So it will be 99 minutes.
We
9 and 9, got a loof, but never mind.
I've played my fair share of wizards.
okay. So the cape, the bag, or the chest.
I would say the cape.
Okay, the cape.
Well, it's what is listed in my notes.
A cloak that, when worn, is constantly wreathed in licking flames. The mantle gives the wearer cold resistance, and any creature that damages the wearer takes 1d10 fire damage.
Oh, cold.
Is this?
Mantle of the Inferno.
I was gonna say, is this based on that item from?
How much damage?
Take 1d10 damage every time the wearer is hit.
Is it just when it's worn, or is there like a way to activate it?
When it's worn, the moment it goes over your shoulders, it becomes an inferno.
Okay.
So 1d10 fired to people that attack you?
Yes.
Well, this seems like it would be fun. I think I'm going to try this one on.
Right now.
Really?
I put it on, and then as soon as the flames go up, I'm going to just... Let's see. Let's do a performance check now here.
Oh my god.
I'm so glad Reese is not here.
I'm so sad that I am.
I'm on fire. I'm kidding. It's fine. Don't take it off.
Oh my goodness.
Hey. Last session, somebody questioned whether or not my character was actually chaotic neutral. So I decided I have to really play into the particular aspect of his chaotic neutrality.
I mean, the fact that you're still worried about stealing being chaotic neutral, I'm still flummoxed why you said chaotic neutral.
Just because someone's chaotic neutral doesn't mean that they steal all the time.
I'm not saying they do. You're just so particularly like focused on that. Anyway, it's beside the point.
So,
Don't worry, it does more than that. It does more than that. I mean, that's actually very useful. I mean, it protects you from the cold, and if somebody hits you, it burns them. So, just unfortunately, there's no way to wear the cloak but not look like you're on fire. So you probably should take it off when you're within eyesight of a town.
upside is you no longer need a torch.
That's... Also,
Something.
it provides a good amount of light. Sorry, you were saying something, Vina?
Oh no, I was saying this as Desi.
Oh.
But something that is also important to note with lawful neutral or not, chaotic neutral, and just chaotic in general. It's not that they're lawless; it's that they like follow their own set of laws as opposed to like traditional laws, and they're more like guided by
Alignments
their own beliefs.
and the arguments about what they mean is
It's a
never
whole
going to
different
end, and it's
monster.
just a gigantic rabbit hole that we should just not bother with at the moment.
Yeah. On stream, probably not so much.
Trust me,
That's
that's,
fair.
you don't want, that's a big ass argument you don't want to get into.
To put it
That's how I've always interpreted it. Anyway.
to put it more, with words that are definitely mean something, Snorri is a selfish, narcissistic prankster.
That's the
Prankster, huh?
understatement of the year.
So,
Alright.
chaotic neutral.
So we have a bag. We have a chest.
Now a bag.
Oh,
Bag?
what's this bag?
You put in this this
I'm
bag.
definitely not putting my hands inside of it.
It is a leather bag with a pull string.
Open the bag.
You open the bag. There
No,
are.
I'm telling Snorri to open the bag, like out of
Look-
character. I'm
look
like,
inside
"Man,
the
open
bag.
You, look in- you see shiny things. Yay!
Yay! But it's not magical.
No, it's not.
It's
All
just
right.
a bag that's holding shiny stuff.
The bag is holding shiny things. Do you look at said shiny things?
Yes.
30 platinum coins.
Oh,
Is that it? Just those?
Yep, just 30 platinum coins. Yep.
All
nothing
right.
else.
Well, does anybody want a bag on their inventory sheet, and we can divide the 30 coins amongst the
we
three
can
of us that are
worry
still
about
here?
that later.
She said the three of us.
He
Ooh.
went there.
I mean, 30 coins does split 3 ways better than 4.
That's true, but
Ooh.
That's a big oof right there.
open the chest.
What's kind of is the chest locked?
Yes.
All right. This chest is currently locked. I don't know if I should identify it to see if there's something special about it, or if we should just try to pop the lock open. But I will say, we found this chest inside of a chest, and if we open this chest and find another chest, I am definitely never going to worship that god, because this is not okay. With dolls, it's fine. Chests, not okay. Well, I will identify the chest. Is it special and or magical?
Yes.
Nice. What do I glean from the identification spell?
You know that this chest has the storage of, let's see here, 1,000 cubic feet of storage.
Dum dum dum.
But the opening to the chest is like 6 inches by 6 inches. So good luck hitting into it. Like try like good luck putting big things into it.
Oh, so it's more like a coffer.
Like a coffer of holding.
Okay.
1,000 cubic feet.
I'm pretty sure that's a great way to hide someone's gems without her getting into them all the time. And her waking up to being like super heavy and super huge. I'm not saying that in character.
It does not work like a bag of holding, however. It is quite literally a portal to a pocket dimension. It doesn't work as like a bag of holding. You could like just think about the item you want to pull out of the bag, but
that actually is not how a bag of holding
That's
works.
That's handy haversack.
Heward's handy haversack.
Yeah, I get those confused. I'm sorry.
What you're describing is basically a bag of holding, except it's a coffer.
Yeah. You have to take an action to look for what you want.
Yeah, the rules
in battle.
They basically they both take an action according to the rules, but mechanically speaking, you don't get what you want with a bag of holding. Just most people don't enforce that rule, which just makes the Heward's handy haversack strictly worse.
Now, when I say 1,000 cubic feet of storage, it's literally a room that's 10 by 10 by 10.
Okay.
Dumb.
I mean, I already wasn't going to fit a canoe through the opening, so...
I'm just saying, it's a 6-inch by 6-inch hole.
Okay,
You won't be able
but
to-
let's.
You won't be able to fit big things into it.
We'll probably be able to fit our money and small stuff like potions. And
Well, right now, no, we're not.
Okay, hey, idea. What if I turned into a mouse and crawled in?
You'll get in, but you'll eventually suffocate.
There is zero stasis effect inside.
Dex,
Huh?
were you one of those law enforcement officers that could open locks without brutishly kicking them in?
I guess
Yeah.
I very, very damn proud. Look, I'm not allowed. When I was part of the guard, I wasn't allowed to do that unless I had a warrant.
All right, well, would you like me to write warrant on a piece of paper and tell you you can open this? Or can you open this?
No!
So you're saying you couldn't do that? I wasn't asking if you could legally do it, I was asking if you had the capacity to do it.
For someone who's smart, my metaphor went way above your damn head. You know that, right?
I'm sorry, I thought that warrants were something that was quite an actual legal principle. I didn't think you were making a metaphor at all.
I don't have no thieves' tools.
But if we had some, would you know how to use them?
You're better off just smacking
I go
the
like this.
staff of fury.
I go like this.
Why don't we just
All
hold
right,
on to
well,
it?
we'll not worry about this for now.
was
But
gonna
I
why
will
don't we
say, this tiny little box is linked to a 10-foot by 10-foot by 10-foot space. So, just, you know, we put a lot of things in it as long as we can fit them through this hole. But it's locked and, you know...
Does it expand?
Does it expand?
Does what expand?
He wants to know if the chest expands. I would know that from the identification. I'm assuming not because you didn't tell me.
It does not expand.
No, it stays this size. So whatever we put in here has to fit in there, but it can hold a lot of it.
A coffer box? That's a magical coffer box.
Right, yes. Like, you know, say you wanted to carry around millions of coins and gems, but you know, don't want to wear out your pockets. Yeah, you just put them all in here.
Hey, Alan,
Or-
what I've heard is... oh, sorry, go ahead.
Ooh, or we could perhaps use it to smuggle contraband past stupid guards. Smart guards would never fall for it, obviously.
Oh my.
So you see a very, very annoying orc in your half-orc in your face.
Okay, at least you understand what I'm getting at. We will revisit this one later. Should I bother to identify these potions? I mean, they're all red, so they're probably just healing potions. No one would possibly ever consider making some kind of a poisonous potion red. That would just be bad, right? Or should I take the time to identify every single one of them?
Identify them, trust me. There's been poisons that look like health potions have been used in assassinations.
Identify them later.
I'd rather get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, before any other traps go off. Personally.
Alan, what I've heard of something like the little treasure box before? On my time at the job?
Coffer boxes.
You've already been here for a little over an hour, so.
I mean, we've already been here for an hour. What's another 100 minutes or so?
If you're gonna take much longer, I'll go into meditation.
Let's go find me.
I guess we can look at the potions at another time. Just don't drink them without knowing what they are. Or do. You know, what do I care?
Are you guys gonna leave the Axe of Stupidity? Are you gonna?
I'm actually gonna. Snowy, there's something else, and I tell him what happened to me when I found the axe and all that.
Let's just identify.
You touched it?
Yep.
Yeah. What happened when you touched it?
I some reason
Kept
was
losing.
completely losing my thought.
No, so is what you're saying is that if I wanted to identify it, I would have to touch it, and then, yeah, I'm not gonna fall for that.
I can get you off the curse. You don't have to worry about that.
I'd rather not
You
take
just
my
put
chances.
it down. Like, it's not a permanent curse.
No. Dex had to use remove curse when it happened.
Oh, that's right. Okay, never mind.
I have a more curse, Snowy. I can get you out of the curse.
Wait, but
rather
he
not
needs
take
to-
my chances.
He needs to be actively touching the item to identify it, and
Yeah.
also, if he's losing his
Like-
thought while he's touching it, he's not gonna have a good time.
See,
He's not gonna
she's
be able to
on
identify
top
them
of
all.
things. I'll forget what I'm doing before I finish.
He'll be like, "What am I holding?"
Be about 3
Whoa.
seconds into figuring it out. And you
What
go, "Why am I
what am I doing here? Why am I holding this thing?
Like, I get the feeling that as soon as I touch it and start identifying it, the first thought that's going to come to mind was this was a bad idea, and then I'm not going to remember anything. I've already had enough bad ideas for one lifetime.
my? Oh my.
I'm an old man.
Yeah, I'm an old man, and
I mean,
if we're going to be leaving, I'm gonna... Like, am I standing up or am I staying seated for another hour or two? Are we leaving?
I yank your Snowy up his feet.
Ah,
I mean,
Thank
it's
you.
not a hopefully it's a straight up yoink.
ooh,
It's a little painful.
But helpful at the same time.
but long story short, that for those of you who weren't there for the last session, there was a great axe sitting on an altar that was wreathed in shadows. And the moment Dex picked it up, he went stupid.
Why it's called the Axe of Stupidity.
I mean, I get the feeling that that's not
It
actually
looked
what it's
cool.
called.
It looks really cool, but your brain
Just
goes,
imagine using it like in the middle of battle, in the middle of an attack, forgetting you're attacking something, and this is the most useless axe ever.
Imagine if you were somehow resistant to the curse and you hit somebody with it, and then they went stupid. Now
Oh,
that
boy.
would be funny.
That would be funny, but very unhelpful if you're not resistant to the curse. Which
Although, I guess, Dex, there is
Dex
one
is not.
question that I should ask. Okay, actually, gonna look at it. Does he have gloves on? Dex, do you have gloves on?
At the
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
I don't think you did. Remember,
Yeah.
your mark was burning. You took your glove off,
Oh yeah, I didn't know. Yeah, I
And
didn't
Yes.
know.
and then afterwards, you went and picked up the axe.
Yeah, I had no glove on.
Did you touch it with your skin, or did you touch it with the other hand that is gloved still?
No, touch with this hand.
Well, if you're curious, you could try to touch it with a gloved hand. See if the curse doesn't pass through other
Yes.
materials.
Curse
I
is
don't-
how you keep yourself from getting cursed. You wear gloves.
Pretend everything has the Rona. You'll be fine.
I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, out of character, real quick, what is the legality of animating corpses? Like, is necromancy just always illegal all the time, or, like,
Resurrecting, like doing a proper resurrection, is not frowned upon.
I
But
am
doing-
straight up asking about zombies.
Yeah, zombies is a big no.
Okay, even if I get written consent from the person before they die?
That is a gray area.
Okay, we'll put that on the maybe list.
Gray area.
I'm just saying that hypothetically speaking, if the weapon could be given to some kind of a being that was already mindless, that perhaps it could still be of some use.
And then said mindless creature were to hit something with a mind, and they went stupid. Now that I'd pay money to see that. I
I don't know, I'm just coming up with ideas here. Obviously, it could be more dangerous than it's worth.
mean, what if you move the properties off of the axe?
Yeah, I was already considering that, but I want to make sure that I can help hold something with a gloved hand first.
Don't you also have to touch it to move it from one thing to
something
another?
that makes you stupid is like the ultimate thing against identify.
Also, we've established Reese has it.
Has what?
The ring.
Oh yes. Reese has the ring with the transferring ability.
Well, doesn't mean it can't.
You
obtain
gotta
it
go
from-
find her first if you really want to do it.
Are you saying that you're already like miles away by now? It has been over an hour.
Yeah, and Reese is
Who
still.
knows?
Reese hasn't shown up yet,
Well, yeah, but that just means that she's too stubborn to come back.
or something.
So
else.
you think?
Yeah, that's also possible. Well, at this point, now I really want to identify all those potions. In case she's been
Oh my
kidnapped and is
God.
being hauled off, but that's a meta thing, and I'm not going to make decisions based on meta stuff.
I just realized something ridiculous. I'm gonna end that thought before you guys catch on to my train of thinking. Moving on. So yeah.
Or
So yeah, there's an axe. You guys are looking at it. Reese is still gone. What is Vina doing here? Vina. You prefer anyway. I keep saying one way or the other, and nobody's corrected me.
It's fine.
Like data versus data.
Yeah. Pretty much. I'm just chilling. Like, I'm not really doing anything in particular.
expressing the
Hanging out
want to leave, but not rushing anybody to leave.
like hanging out next to the pressure plate that caused everyone so much troubles.
Yeah, just like
staring at it.
maybe I'm like standing right next to it, and I'm like, if we don't leave soon, I will step on this.
Oh.
Just menacingly standing there.
So
Or maybe I go check on the little dragon because
She's
I
just sitting there
remember-
staring at it. Just staring at us and
You,
identifying stuff.
you approach the dragon, the little dragon, Jacerin, and you see a dagger hanging out of her mouth.
what you got there?
She's just sitting there wagging her tail like a puppy, like, I found you.
I found something!
Do I recognize it as the dagger that we used for the ritual?
No, it is a very much different dagger than the one used in the ritual.
Oh,
Just staring. What you got there? Can I see it?
It is a gold-hilted dagger with a ruby blade.
Ooh.
The entire blade is a red.
Oh
Gem.
no! Take it from her quickly.
it's not purple. We're fine.
It's not purple.
Yeah, but we don't
It's-
know what Ruby
no,
does to her.
But gold makes her nails shiny, so in metallic-y for a session or a period of time. We don't know if she can absorb it and it do weird things.
I just figured that's because she's scratching it a whole bunch and it's actually getting adhered
It's not.
to her.
My character literally checked while you were eating dinner on the airship.
Recollections.
Just staring. Can I have this?
She just kind of looks at you, wagging her tail like a puppy. Yeah.
I
Found this.
take it
Saren
from
is
her mouth.
adorable.
Okay. You're holding the dagger. She's just kind of just sitting there watching you.
I'm gonna bring it over to Snorri. I'm gonna say, I have one last item for you to identify, and I hold out the dagger.
I'm already standing up. I
push
sit
her back
down.
and sit down.
I sit down without assistance. Like as soon as he starts to move, I just like sit down. All right, place it in the circle.
I do so.
All right. So you place the dagger in the circle that was laid out by.
I
Snorri.
will identify the dagger.
You identify the dagger. This +1 dagger is made from a shard of large magical ruby and has an intricate golden hilt. Here begins the magical effects. It requires to be tuned by a cleric. This +1 dagger, when used to kill a creature, causes their soul to leave their body and turns into a fireball and hits the next closest enemy within 30 feet.
Oh shit!
God
I'm into
damn.
it.
That is very dangerous for the wielder of this dagger.
It said next enemy, so I
next-
imagine that the,
The next
dagger
enemy.
being magical.
So just imagine you're surrounded by enemies. You kill one with the dagger. What's right next to you? Another enemy. You just got fireball put right next to you.
Not the spell fireball, just a ball of fire.
Oh, a ball of fire. Okay, then
Well,
that's
what effect are we talking? Are we talking? Is it a fire bolt? Is it Autoluke's flaming sphere? Is it
7d6 fire damage.
to
okay?
it's a creature within 30 feet of.
Gosh, it's not even
Um,
firebolt.
7d6 fire damage.
Oh, 7d6, but not a ball of fire.
They're dealing 7d6 fire damage before the soul leaves the afterlife. Leaves for the afterlife.
And it has to be attuned to a cleric.
Has
So,
to be used by a cleric.
so basically, this is money.
Money!
Are you
As
sure you are?
as none of us are clerics.
Right.
This seems
Unless-
like such a strange weapon for a priest.
Unless somebody multi-classes for whatever reason.
Well,
I don't see myself
the
multi-classing.
only person in this party who has any benefit to multi-classing into cleric is the druid.
Right.
Oh my.
So let's just do that. Let's ask a first timer to multi-class.
That's
And
a big no.
not even an optimal one too.
That's a big no.
Are you forgetting about the half orc who made a pact with a god?
Oh, sorry. When I said like only claim thing would be good, you're a charisma caster. Clerics are wisdom casters. You're also a very dex strength. It's
Are you? Do you
you'll
have
be
a
so
wisdom of 13?
mad if you go into cleric. Also,
Yeah,
Totally
maybe not
mad.
Be the best. But it's up to you as he's your character.
anyways,
Moving on.
Comparison.
I will say we should probably transfer this effect into an ordinary dagger
And then
and then sell that and just keep the fancy dagger. We might be able to maximize our profit margin.
regardless of magical effect, it's still a +1.
No, we already established that that's not how it's supposed to be. The plus is part of the magical effect.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
It was only armor that had the. Yeah.
No, I mean,
Oh, everything.
mechanically
Everything is-
speaking, the
a
plus
plus.
effect is part of the magic.
Weird. Okay. All right.
5th edition!
No, that's also was true in 4th,
And
3rd,
4th and
2nd,
3rd.
and 1st edition.
All editions! Woo!
So we
Yeah,
have a
it's moving on.
change. So
Yeah,
the change. No one's gonna have a chain shirt, right?
Mithril
so-
shirt.
It's a mithril shirt, but you and I can both wear it, so we'll talk
it
about it.
didn't have any magical effects beyond. It's just.
It's just it makes you more sneaky.
Yeah.
Speedy and sneaky.
In that case, probably give it to Restand because I already have a chain shirt and she can use the sneak bonus.
All right. Well, I guess we've been in here long enough for now. I guess we should go up and see what Reese has been doing this whole
Yoink.
time.
So it, start up his feet.
Oh, wait. When we go find her, should I put the cloak on again? And just come running out of here screaming? That'd be hysterical.
I yoink stuck to his feet and start pushing him. No.
I would like to point out that you guys are sitting in a basement that is humid, smells of iron because of the blood everywhere. It's just musty, bloody, and weird. The fact that any of you have been in here for an hour is ridiculous.
Yeah. Vina's kind of at her wit's end.
People are starting to feel a little nauseous and
I'm
feel
trying to
it.
get
Alright.
started. Let's go.
Let's
You all
leave.
You all leave. Great.
I'll leave.
Don't forget the dragon.
Dragon comes with it.
Yeah, all good. Cool. We are now back to the main screen. Fun fact, the basement map was not on Twitch. It was just the chat. So everyone
Yeah.
moving just now was in some way.
We were all identifying, so I didn't feel like we needed to be on the map.
All good. So yeah, you're all back to the main map. Great.
Alright.
That is full number
Yes,
2
Reese.
completed. Yay.
Is Reese outside for us, waiting for us?
So as you're all coming up the stairs, you whoever's in front will see a tail just kind of dangling over the side of the wall. A tail that you would recognize to belong to Cass.
Is
And
Cass
it's-
attached
and
to the
it's-
tail?
And yes. And
Okay.
it's glowing green for some reason.
Well, that's definitely new. Reese, are you okay?
I'm fine.
All right. Would you like to see some of this cool stuff?
Yeah, sure. She gets up from behind wherever she was hiding and joins the party with Cass behind her. The glowing stops. Or she gets up.
Do you think that you are stronger than I am?
Yes.
Well, with this rod, I have gained some kind of super strength. Here, try and take it from me. Oh.
I'm behind
I'm
still and
gonna
I'm shaking my head.
incite him so hard. Incite him so fast.
So Snorri holds out a rod that has dragon heads on both ends, and it's like a dull gray material.
7 to my 16. What is it really?
Yeah, but you don't see me click it.
Yeah, I don't, but I still ask.
Now, the question is, do you reach for it?
I don't
And
reach for it.
Go ahead, try and
You're-
take it from me.
you-
I'll even
you
use
know-
just one hand.
You know that it is a rod with magical properties, knowing him, but that's all. You wouldn't know that it is an immovable rod.
I'm not stupid.
Well, obviously, but just humor me.
No.
It's
You
not
just
going to
let it-
hurt you unless you overexert yourself and
That is
try too
twice
hard.
now. Twice now you've gotten perfect sleight of hand.
It is. I wish I would be getting perfect, I don't know, attack rolls.
You're wasting all of your nat
The
20s.
only way I would be able to see that is if I rolled a nat 20, because my nat 20 is a 23.
So you're not even going to try to take it from me?
No.
Well, fine. I don't want to play this game anymore then either, and I'll just let go of it and walk away.
And it's still floating.
Well,
Pretty cool, huh?
Floating there.
what is it?
It's an immovable rod. Once
It
you
don't move.
once you click the button that's inside of this dragon's mouth, it can't be moved. I mean, it can, but it
I
takes
grab it
so
and I
much
click the
strength.
button, and then I
Yeah.
cool.
It. To be fair, it is made of stone.
Don't you say?
Yes.
You can turn that into lead.
And then silver.
And then, like, you could, yeah.
I walk up with the chain straight in my hand and put it on Reese's shoulders. When you get the chance, put that on.
It's blue.
Okay.
It's very lightweight.
Very blue.
That's
It
basically
is very
it.
lightweight. It's hanging on my shoulder, and it's
It's
Alright.
Mithril.
not as heavy as what I'm wearing. I'm wearing
You
scale
feel-
mail.
You feel more agile just from it hanging on your shoulders like that.
It's Mithril.
I would say more dexterous. I would just say more agile.
So wait, you're saying that it has some kind of a magical dexterity granting property that I wasn't able to discern through identification?
That is the property of Mithril.
That he's
It
bringing
increases
over
your
from.
movement speed. That's all.
He's,
No, it does not.
he's bringing that effect over from what, 3rd edition?
That wasn't in effect in 3rd edition either.
Wait.
Yeah, like I don't like when you say it's mithril, like I don't know what properties this thing actually has because some of your materials are outdated, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with using old stuff. It's just if this is making someone faster, that would definitely be something that I would know. You said it.
It increases movement speed of medium-sized creatures by 30 feet.
So my movement goes from 30 to 60?
Yeah, that's
Shit.
a really absurdly powerful thing.
Huh.
I'm just
Super
typing it in as my notes as mithril shirt of speed because I don't know what else to call that.
Alright.
Yeah, if I guess if we ever need someone to go in and steal something and be quick about it, we know who to ask.
So, yeah, Reese is not taking things very well right now. Almost dying and all.
Reese definitely has like this, not deadpan, but just this like,
Melancholy.
just this air about her of like, there's something going on and she's still not quite over it.
I don't think you'll ever look at gnomes the same way again.
and Cass is just right next to her, just sticking to her like glue, kind of thing.
Anyways,
Like a dog just leaning into her, just.
and here, check this cloak out. I'll put it on. I'm on fire. Not really, obviously, but
Oh, that's interesting.
yes. Don't hit me while I'm wearing it, or you'll regret it.
Sure. I would assume so. It's magical and it looks like you're on fire, so.
You said there was a tree nearby or something? Some foliage?
Perhaps not.
I wonder if the flames actually can just like set other things on fire.
Hmm.
Hey, just put your hand near it. Don't actually touch it, but you know.
I put my hand near it.
It's like you're touching a campfire, almost.
Ah.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't wear this while we're, you know, near wood.
Probably a good idea.
Or, like,
Especially
in
since.
the- or
Can you
in a-
turn it off and on?
Oh, I wish. Oh, that would be the coolest thing ever.
Seems a bit.
And then there was this bag. It's completely not magical, but there are coins in it.
Oh, really?
Unfortunately, they don't divide evenly 4 ways, so
We can figure that out.
somebody's going to have to...
Once we get into town, I'm sure we'll be able to... Or at least into Midheim, we can divide it.
Well, I mean, I was just gonna say that...
That'd be 7 coins a person with 2 left over.
Well, also we have some stuff that we plan on selling too, so
Indeed.
once you divvy that, it might go more evenly. So are we heading back to Waterwick then?
What time of day? I thought we got here like late afternoon. Evening.
Are you suggesting we ought to
Right.
set up camp?
Set up camp somewhere, not here. Kind of want to leave this put some distance between us, but
This is fair.
soon.
All right, well then, let's be off then.
So
I nudge Reese and I'm like, we still gotta find that pillar too.
I know we need to figure out how to get that egg out of that pillar. I have no idea how we're gonna do that.
How far away was that?
This is the bottom of like.
about easily at most 20 minutes. At most a 20-minute walk down the hill.
From where we are,
Well, what if we just set up camp by
by the egg.
yeah?
Yeah, we can do that. It's only a
Ah,
20
then we can have
25 minute
several
walk.
hours to think about it.
Think
So
I called Jacerin over and like kind of offer like, can I hold you? Kind of.
The dagger. We forgot to show the dagger.
Well, yeah, then there's also this, but it's completely pointless and worthless because it requires the person using it to be some kind of a priest or a cleric, which, I mean, none of us are.
This is part of a temple to a god, so.
Right. Anyways, when you stab somebody with it and the person dies, it then burns another one of your enemies.
Interesting.
I'm gonna ask actually wait, no.
I'm saying that as I'm like
Jacerin doesn't speak
offering for
yet, right?
Jacerin and Draconic. Okay, come here.
she's kind of like clomps over. It's been a long day.
Pick her up, and I just like hold her. And
Oh,
stuff.
also, another question, Reese. Since you grew up on the streets of Middenheim, do you know how to pick locks?
After you spawn.
No.
Hmm. Wow.
I look over to Dex, and I'm like, whatever. I'm more with pickpocket people, sleight of hand stuff.
That's unfortunate. We might not know what's inside of this box for some time.
We can figure it out. We can get it open. I mean, I'm not like really good with
Well, do you have lockpicks?
tools. I don't have, but we can. I'm sure we'll be able to purchase some lockpicks in Waterwick.
Oh, that makes sense. We'll probably just go to the general store because that's where you buy everything, right?
Maybe not there, but
Well, I'm just saying, when I wanted a bowl, it was just assumed that it'd be at the general store.
yeah, but that's a bowl. I'm now
Well,
gonna
I'll
start
fix it.
walking down away from this temple with Jacerin in my arms, with Cass right next to me.
All right, well, let's
I follow.
get to the pillar and set up camp there.
As you approach the pillar, you find it in shambles.
Oh no.
Oh gosh. What? Alright.
You see a hole through the middle of it. Just a clean, perfect hole.
Was
through
it
the center.
was it where the egg was, where she told us it was?
Indeed. And you
Alright.
notice there is a marking next to the hole of a skull.
He took the dragon.
We don't even know if it was a dragon.
Well, that's an interesting turn of events.
I with just Saren in my arms, Draconic, sorry. At least they're out.
I'm like, that crazy ass dead guy has a dragon. Oh, dear God in heaven.
I mean, maybe he put it there so when he came back, he had a creature companion? I don't know.
Is there stories of this death guard riding a dragon or something like that, DM?
No, there is not.
That's concerning.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I
Yes.
glare at Snowy when he says that.
I mean, besides, everybody knows.
Do not tempt.
Rackham might be a god of death, but he's not a god of evil.
Maybe. But do not tempt Murthy.
Reese
No,
Reese puts Jacerin down and starts setting up her part of camp.
So Jacerin will kind of clomp around the camp, just kind of sniff around.
And I'll tell her in Draconic not to go too far.
I'll set up my part 2, and I should check on Reese. That's when I'm done. Yeah, check out camp. Check on Reese. You alright?
Okay.
Reese will probably be by like. I mean, I think part of the thing was, she would like build a camp or fire and just she'd be sitting by the fire. She started campfire. She started and just with Cass like kind of like a large dog half laying on her lap kind of thing.
I'll start building a hobbit hole.
Oh my god. Do I need to add a marker to the map before we second rest stop?
I mean, yes.
I'm gonna look at Snore and I'm gonna say, are you gonna actually rest, or are you gonna spend the entire night building a rest area?
Look, I don't want to just sleep under. What if it starts raining? Yeah, making adequate shelter is a very important part of, life.
So sleep under a tree.
So
says the tree hugger.
So
Druid.
you're insinuating that water never gets to just below the trees, and that this grass is just growing for fun without water? That's not how it works.
Meanwhile, me and Reese are just looking at this whole thing like, what the hell do you get
Besides,
into?
in the future, somebody else might be traveling along this way. Obviously they wouldn't know that the temple was gone, and they might need to rest somewhere, and it'll benefit people in the future, I'm sure.
Hey Snore, you do what you want, but we're setting out in the morning, and if you're too tired, that's too bad.
Oh, most of the spells that I will be casting for this, I'll be taking like an hour, but not like 8 hours.
All right. So, everyone's heading to sleep, or
Eventually.
sort of rest at some point. Yeah.
Meditation, yeah.
We do need to make
It's big enough for 4 people. You guys want to
we need
sleep inside?
We need to make lookout. Keep watch.
So, when the majority of people are asleep, you will all be awoken to a loud snap.
Why? In the middle of my meditation? Come on.
Is going to talk to the dragon of not going into people's packs. Wasn't able to say anything.
Yeah. Alright. Glad I'm not sleeping under that tree.
My packed rummage through.
No.
Okay. I'm
I'm looking around. What
look
costs
out.
that?
However, whoever's bag had the ruby dagger will be turned upside down in the middle of camp.
Turn upside down in the middle of
Like, all of
camp.
it, like it'll be emptied out, and all the contents will be spread out across the center of camp.
See, that's why I said we need to keep watch, but we weren't able to talk about it because the DM decided to just skip that.
Don't worry about it.
I just have to say we need to have time to like talk about stuff like this before we just jump further into the story. Because Reese would not be okay with just not keeping watch at all. Just
I don't know
FYI.
I don't know whose bag it was.
Well, it wasn't me. I didn't take it.
It was probably
was-
my bag.
It was either Nathan or Desi.
Actually, I guess here's the question. Would Marcus have started freaking out when I put the dagger in there?
No.
Okay, then yeah. It might have been my bag.
You were the last one to.
I was the
Hold
last
it.
one holding
That
it.
bag would have been dumped out.
Oh no, Marcus's skull.
Ah, where's Marcus? Ah. Jasarin, the gemstones weren't in my bag.
I look for Jasarin.
You would find Jasarin sitting on a tree branch nearby. Kinda droopy.
Rupee?
Yeah.
I'm going to Interconic ask Jasarin if did she go through his bag?
She just kind of looks at you, still droopy, like
Just this like
kind of like a dog caught in the middle of the act. Like, oops.
I will say, come here.
Kind of like slump to the ground and kind of move over towards you.
I'll pick her up and I go, we don't go through people's bags, Jasarin. You wanted the ruby, didn't you?
And she coughs up the blade, the hilt.
You can't just do that, and I'm just gonna like look at her to see like what's different about her.
The blade is see-through now, like glass.
Oh, so the blade's still there, it's just glass.
She coughed up the blade, but it's see-through like glass.
Well, that's awkward. I'm still looking at Jasarin to see like what
Nothing is different. Nothing at all.
I will like sternly look at her
I will gather up all of the things.
and I will say, you don't
Is Marcus
take
okay?
things from other people's stuff. You
Marcus is just kind of like watching at the moment. Just a skull. sitting there.
I'm literally like
The bad
child in
dog sleep.
trouble.
Marcus, are you okay? Buzz twice for yes.
Whatever means yes, he buzzes.
Okay.
So Reese is like a child in trouble, just like scolding her, but then be like, I understand you wanted it, but we just don't go through people's stuff, kind of thing.
Reese, she just ate a magical dagger.
No, I see that, and I'm like, she coughs it up at me,
I will
and I will show everybody that the blade's still there. It's still glass, and I'm like, it like if I
It
like
wasn't.
touch her,
it wasn't-
touch it. I know, I saw it before we all went to bed, and I'm gonna I'm gonna not like finger across the blade, but like side of the blade. Is it like, does it feel like breakable? Like, what?
It looks like it was just simply turned into glass. Like the red was simply removed from the ruby.
So it's a clear ruby?
Well, that's
I'll give the dagger to noises.
The ornate,
Is it still magical?
the ornate golden handle is gone.
she absorbed it. She's absorbed gold parts of gold coins as well. So her fingers are probably metallic-y too.
I'm
Where her claws are.
Is the blade still even magical?
I don't know. Ask Snorri.
That's what I'm
As
asking.
I then,
Snorri.
like, go back to scolding just Saren.
I'll go and check to see if the blade's still magical.
What? Right now? I want to go back to sleep.
Just check.
Well, we can always check in the morning.
I'd rather not find out in the middle of the night that Jusaren is spitting fireballs personally. You know, if I
Yeah,
had to choose.
I mean, that's
Yeah,
if she
pretty
just
much.
kills
It's gonna
someone.
take you 11 seconds. It's gonna take you 11 minutes, Snorri. That's not even that long.
Why did you roll a sleight of hand? Oh wait, that was a while ago. Never mind.
The old one.
Yeah, that was like forever
All right.
ago.
Sorry, I saw
Is
some.
the blade still magical?
7 minutes of ritually casting it. No, it is.
Does it still have a tang?
No, it was snapped clean off.
So
Gone.
okay, so the blade had a tang, and it snapped, and then the
She consumed.
hilt is also gone.
Yeah.
So where's the
So
tang?
she just spit out the blade.
Not the tank. So that portion was consumed. Apparently.
Well, it was probably useless anyways. Who would have enough money to buy such a thing anyways? But it's not all lost.
7d6 fire damage. That's okay. All right.
7d6 fire damage that none of us could actually utilize.
Yeah, we couldn't utilize it. So to us, it was kind of useless other than being sold. I'm just gonna strike this from our.
How long was the blade?
8 inches.
8 inches.
So I'm gonna quickly, after putting Jusaren down, I'm gonna pull out my book. I'm gonna pull out my worn book, flip it, and then scribble in it, and then close it, and then put it back in my bag.
Okay.
Did that dragon just absorb its magical abilities?
I don't know.
It would look like it. We don't know what Ruby does to her yet, but I'll keep an eye on her.
I'm gonna spend 10 minutes turning that 8-inch blade into diamond.
Oh,
Good lord.
that's right! You can turn glass into diamond.
Okay.
So Reese turns everybody and says, we really need to, like, do watch. So this stuff like this doesn't happen again. I'll like,
Alright, well, I was
just
moving up
stare
in
into the
middle.
corner of my eye kind of thing.
How much do I estimate that the diamond would be worth?
So after you convert the glass-like material into diamond, yes, it did work. You would estimate that with its razor-sharp edge, someone would probably find a use for it, maybe like an arrowhead or something.
Oh, I'm thinking magical purposes.
Magical brown, okay. You'd
Because there's magic components that need.
gold worth of diamond.
How much?
50 gold.
Okay. And it's very low quality diamond, but I can live with that.
I'm okay with taking first or last watch. There's 5 I would say there's about 5 hours until sunrise, and I need 4 consistent of those to meditate because I was woken up in the middle of my meditation. So
Well,
I'll take
out of
first or
character,
last.
it's a total of 4 hours, so
Oh, I thought I had to be like.
no, it doesn't have to
Consistent.
be consistent.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
But
I believe it was a total of 4 hours over 8 hours. I believe it was.
it's 4 hours, and the last 4 hours would have to be like reading a book, meditating, just hanging out, keeping watch, kind of random stuff like that.
Hey.
I'll take the first watch for now. Keep an eye on Jasarin. Not very tired anyway.
Oh wait, so if it's only 7 hours, I have time to reset my spells.
Oh no, you do.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, a long
thought-
rest. You just whatever long rest we have, it's reset after that.
Oh, okay.
So once the night is done, and before we start the next day, I think we should have a break as
Alright.
we're an hour and a half into the session.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Break time.
We'll be back.
Good.
Taking a
I
break.
stretch.
We stretch. We will see you guys in a little bit. All right.
That's
Back.
okay. So everyone's woken. Woke.
We all took turns.
Took turns watching shifts after the mishap with the previously cool-looking dagger. No noticeable effects of the little guy. And everyone is currently a distance outside of walking towards the basement of the Death God. I don't know.
You're 20 minutes away from the half of the temple that was left behind.
Yeah, so
Pretty much.
a 1 day's travel from Waterwick.
Yes.
Not 1 day. 20 still gonna spend quite a while.
I mean, I could cast Expeditious Retreat on myself and get there in a half a day.
Yeah, you could. But are you going to?
No. You
Probably
all would
that's a good
get
idea.
so lonely without me.
I feel like that would be a debate off camera.
That's debatable though.
You know what happens when we debate? We stall the session. Let's not.
Let's not debate. Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we should head back.
Yay!
Yeah.
All right. So we make it to Waterwick without any problems.
Yeah.
You don't know
Yes,
that.
you do. Yes, you do.
We do? Okay.
The DM just said so. It's
You
canon.
guys dealt with enough crap in one session. I feel like you make it there. No worries. So, you get back to Waterwick. The town, for the most part, is trying to reassemble itself.
Is the paladin still there?
Paladins have left.
Okay. I was gonna say, they're wrong! Reese would definitely point that out to them. You're wrong, it was not him.
Ah, yes. Make a bunch of paladins mad at us.
Yeah, who knows what level they are? Jeez.
Tell them that they're wrong. We went up there, we figured it out, it wasn't who they thought it was, and have fun. I mean, they knew we were going up there to check, so
Right. That's true. But they are not. They are nowhere to be seen.
they're nowhere to be seen.
They might have just passed.
You guys see me take like a piece of cloth and all that and start wiping my hand.
Okay.
My right hand.
So yeah, whatever happened to that great axe, by the way?
I don't think we took it.
We left it.
We just left it.
Let some other poor fool become even more of a fool.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you guys see me wrap my
We're
hand.
not dealing with that bullshit. There's enough bullshit we have to deal with.
The axe of stupidity may strike again.
Maybe.
Okay. Yeah, I'm basically wrapping my hand in cloth and all that. I need new gloves. So
you get to Waterwick safe and sound, and the city, town is trying to reassemble itself after the mayhem of a giant arm just appearing in the sky, moving a building. Yeah, good stuff.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Reese is gonna go look for some lockpicks.
You can still see people kind of like hobbling around trying to recover from falling out of the sky.
I know, that's understandable.
Yeah.
I'm going to
Wait, you said people are still hovering?
Or still hobbling, like they're
hobbling. Okay.
Yeah.
They hurt themselves, now they're literally hobbling around.
I misheard that entirely.
I mean, I'd hope so.
Yeah. I'm going to buy a new pair of gloves.
So, yeah. So there are several shops that are obviously open. Some are potentially closed. It's hard to tell, but yeah, whatever the party needs, go ahead and figure out what it is.
How much gold I got?
Lockpick to open a lock.
I know. One thing at a time, please. So you need your lockpicks. You'd have to find a blacksmith for that.
That's what I assumed we needed to go, not a general store.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not snoring.
Fired.
Just
Oh,
fire.
what?
Bolt fired. Whatever. Yes, Desi.
Hi. How many trees would I have to burn down to get 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal?
A lot. Quite a bit.
Wait. 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal? Are there no other ingredients to that spell?
No, there's also incense and herbs.
Yeah, see, it's the incense that's expensive, not the charcoal.
It says 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs.
Yeah,
Yes.
the combination of all of those need to be worth 10 gold.
Like the incense is 9,
Oh.
the herbs is 9 silver, and the charcoal is practically nothing.
You need to tell me if you had like 1 copper worth of herbs, 1 copper worth of incense, and like a whole crap ton of charcoal, it would still work.
Sure.
I hate that.
It doesn't specify it's not how that works, but I figure that's not how that works.
That crap should be specified. Thanks.
Yep.
You could put like a pinch of the 2 others and just a mountain of charcoal and by definition that would work.
Are you going to summon a familiar?
I would like to find a familiar, yeah.
If you did it that
You
way.
also need a bowl. A brazen...
A brazier.
No, a brazier.
Yeah, brazier. You also need to find a brazier.
A brazier is totally different.
I feel like that word is
That
dangerous.
sounds uncomfortable.
Oh my god.
You have no idea.
Before I go into the shop, I'm gonna dip into the alleyway real quick. Take my chainmail off, and I'm going to put it.
Doing
John
the male
Logan.
dance.
Ha 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 ha! And I'm gonna then dip into the store.
Okay.
I'll go to the counter. And,
As you step inside, you hear a bell chime that was attached to the top of the door to alert the owner that you walked in. you find a large wooden counter that's in the shape of a giant L, and there's the store owner behind it.
Okay. I'm going to walk up and I'm going to place the chainmail, the chain shut on the counter, and as I need leather gloves for place, and I show one glove hand, one wrapped up. And do you have any scale armor?
Reese does.
Scale mail.
The owner kind of digs around in a storage room that's off to the side. I have the gloves, scale mail. I have the parts, but I need to assemble it. Do you mind waiting for a moment?
How long would it take?
Oh, and they seem to look at a chart that's on the inside of the storage room. Oh, it was a couple hours, maybe.
That's fine. How much would cost?
Oh, let's see. What are you trying to sell this mithril chain shirt?
The mithril.
No.
My character's wearing the mithril
He doesn't have
shirt.
the mithril shirt.
I don't have the mithril.
I misunderstood. Okay.
He took
so
off his chain shirt to ask for scale mail, which is funny because my character went from scale mail to chain shirt.
Okay. So,
Yeah, but let's just be honest. Your character's scale mail accentuates different features than
No,
he
it does
wants
not.
his.
unless it
Have
was
you
stolen
seen
from a guy.
Have you seen fantasy art? Trust me.
I don't care.
That's just how it works.
Let's not get into
Sure. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, let's not get into that, guys.
that either. I accept that conversation.
Whatever.
So they're like, oh, I can offer you 30 gold for that chain shirt. Is that fair to you?
It.
He's looking it up. He's like, well, how much did I pay for that anyway?
Actually,
Actually,
chain shirt is 50 gold.
Yep, I know. I knew that off the bat. I'm just checking. I'll do a
Scale
little math in
mail
my head.
is also 50 gold.
I'll trade in the 30 gold that I was going to get for the chain mail to pay for the scale mail and lay down the extra 20 down.
Yeah, that works for me. That seems fair.
And whatever I need to pay for the gloves too.
Couple of silvers. 4 silver. Does that sound good?
Yep.
Okay.
So,
just, come on back in a couple hours. It should be done.
Okay, and I'll do that, and I'll walk out and come back a couple hours later.
And I'm assuming Reese is walking in by this point for the picks, the lock picks or thieves' tools. Which is it you're here for? Thieves' tools or lock picks?
Lockpicks.
They're in 5e. Thieves' tools include lockpicks.
Right, but lock picks don't include thieves' tools. I mean, it's like squares and rectangles. One is the other is not the other.
I'm just wanting
mean-
lockpicks. I don't want to say, hey, I want thieves' tools!
Okay.
Hey, blacksmith, give me thieves' tools so I can break into things. Like, come on. Like, why would I do that?
Can I break into your shop after you close up tonight? Thanks.
Hey.
Yeah, you having some troubles with a lock? Lose the key or
Yeah.
something? The blacksmith looks at you like,
We found something and we need to unlock it, and we don't have anything to unlock it with.
I hope it doesn't belong to someone I know.
Nope.
Well, then I'm happy to sell these to you. And he pulls out a small box.
Reese in her head, it belongs to a stupid ass statue who almost killed me.
He kind of raises an eyebrow at you like, what?
No, I didn't say that out loud. Like, in her mind, it's like,
in her mind.
in her mind, like it's like when people say stuff and you don't say it out loud because you know it's either sounds ridiculous or
An inner monologue, yes.
an inner monologue of it belongs to a stupid ass statue that almost killed me.
Okay, so
that more sound effects?
It's fitting. It fits quite well with a
With a blacksmith,
workshop.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
sound works. I don't mind it, but hey, whatever. So yeah, he slides out a small wooden box with lockpicks. And he opens the lid for you to look inside.
I look inside, and as I look inside, I ask, how much will this cost?
When you look inside, you see an assortment of 10 differently sized lockpicks. And he goes, well, due to the intricate nature of this, I'd say 5 gold for the whole set.
Oh, yeah, sure. Look at that, 5 gold. Boop. I give him 5 gold.
Sounds good.
So I'm gonna put lockpick set.
So you have your lockpicks. Dex has the gloves and the scale. Well, not quite the scale mail.
And I turn to Dex and I'm like, are just getting the gloves?
No, I'm guessing a mom or two.
So, what is Venna doing?
Out of character, whereabouts would I find a brazier? Brazier? Oh my gosh.
Probably the general store.
I would say the alchemist shop, thanks.
Or that.
Okay, is
You
there
just
one of
wanted
those
a bowl, dude.
nearby?
Wanted a wooden bowl. Yeah, heck, probably could have asked Dex to carve it or something in his spare time. I don't know.
We were at a place that probably had plenty of wooden bowls. I wanted to buy one from them. Y'all's made me go to a different store entirely.
Oh, jeez. All right, so, yeah, probably the alchemist shop would have what you're looking for. Plus, they would have the incense and herbs you are also.
I have incense, but I just need herbs.
Got it. And a bunch of charcoal. Like a heaping, a heaping mountain of charcoal for whatever reason.
It'd be more of incense and all that stuff.
Yay.
Or, you
Not
know, just
just
like
the
a little
charcoal.
chunk of charcoal.
A charcoal chunk, an incense chunk, and then everything, like whatever else. It's a total of 10 gold.
Hey,
Right.
sounds good.
Simplification of
Before I
fighting.
go to the alchemist store, though, I turn to Snorri and I say, by chance, do you know how to turn any material into brass?
Brass? Well, I mean, brass is made by smelting together copper and zinc and tin, I believe. Usually you would just heat them to a great temperature in a crucible of some kind.
Snorri, it was a yes or a no question.
It's the implied sass. Oh my goodness.
Or did you
I
mean,
love Venna so
do I know
much.
how to transmute something into brass?
Correct.
No, but to be honest, why would someone want to? Brass isn't worth very much. Of course, I can
Not everything
transmute
is
stone into lead, and that's not the most useful either, but, yeah, you know, when you could turn the lead into something else, then it becomes much more valuable.
Not everything is about money, Snorri, and I take off for the alchemist shop.
Oh my. Okay, so you head off to the alchemist shop. What is
I'm going to
Snorri up
follow
to?
her.
Okay. Okay. And where is the Saren?
Oh,
Who
I
has
figured
Sharon?
Jasaren was with me.
Yeah, that would make sense.
And so Jasaren's kind of like trying to look into your bag.
After last night.
Sticking her nose into the opening up top, just kind of like nose it around.
Hey. No, I like it. Just like, after last night, you don't get anything today.
He just kind of meeps at you like, what?
You stay out of my bag. You didn't ask permission to go into my bag. And this is all in Draconic, so whoever's listening to me talking to this little dragon, gem dragon, is like, what the heck is going on?
Like, whatever the Draconic equivalent of Frasm is.
Actions have consequences, Jasarin.
Yes, they do. And
Stepping
someday
on
the
plate.
consequence of your not feeding her gemstones could be her munching on your skull.
That got dark very quick.
Yeah.
Yep, it did.
So
I'm trying to teach her, like, way of life and morals and stuff, so just back off.
it's dragon instinct to go after
I
valuables.
No, I get that, but I'm still teaching her that it's not okay.
Good luck going against instinct, but okay. Sure.
I mean,
Okay.
we go against instinct all the time.
Dragons are smart enough that they can go against their own instinct.
So now what? Oh, you guys get to the alchemist shop. That's what's up.
Yeah, we're going to they're going to the alchemist shop.
You get there, and you see several scales, like yeah, for various reasons, scales. You see various pots, pans, different kinds of plants growing in the window. Do you guys go inside?
Yes.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, yeah, you go in. Great. And you see the store owner, like, kind of facing away at a work table in the back of the room.
I just
Very-
kind of like
Do
tap
I
the counter.
And they kind of like look away from the table at a sec, like for a moment to look at the both of you. Like, oh, one moment, please. And they're clanking some ingredients together into a pot that's currently over an open flame.
Is it out of character? Is it male or female?
It is a guy.
Okay. Sir, may I ask what you're doing?
He's clearly cooking some kind of a reagent. We should let him finish his work. What are you looking for? We can look around at the wares that are on display, and maybe we will find it, and then be able to ask him about it once he's finished with what he's doing.
Well, I need a brass brazier and some charcoal and some herbs. I have to do math.
Math.
Yeah, because I gotta figure out how much exactly I need for, like, everything.
Math and D&D. Never.
Crazy.
So, after a couple moments, you see the shop owner kind of working on something, and they get really focused. Like they look in over the top of the pot.
What does it look like he's working on? Also, does he look to be like an alchemist like I am, as in a transmuter, or does he look to be like an herbalist alchemist, like,
herbalist,
or an artificer alchemist? Okay.
Of sorts. He's clanking away. And while Snorri and Ravenna are looking at the wares, you hear the owner go, "Osh!" and an explosion happens.
How big of an explosion?
And a bolt
That's
of
why
lightning
I was
shoots out of the
wondering.
pot to the ceiling.
Oh,
A bolt of lightning goes through the ceiling.
Up the pot, into the ceiling, and to the beyond, wherever that went. Out the top.
He goes, "Oh, not again! I just fixed that."
And you see him back there, kind of take off the mouth covering and throws the pot on the ground and it's the second time this week.
All right.
While he was doing that, did looking around, did I see a brass brazier?
Oh, you would have seen one, yeah. It would have been up on the shelf behind the counter.
Do you think this one would be large enough for what you need to do?
Probably. It doesn't need to be very big. It just needs to be able to hold charcoal and herbs and incense.
The owner kind of walks over to behind the counter about where the two of you are. He takes his gloves off and slaps them on the counter. What can I help you with?
Alternative question, what can we help you with?
Give me more time in this world. If you could somehow extend my life, I'll be eternally grateful.
Do you think that I would... Don't you think... That is a good one.
I meant with regard to what you were doing back there in the small explosion. My friend Snorri here is a seasoned wizard, and
I'm pretty sure he was actually referring to that too.
The owner kind of looks between the two of you at this weird dynamic going on here, and
You have no idea.
yeah, he goes, "I'm just trying to perfect this recipe that enables one to be immune to the effects of being struck by lightning."
Does it happen often with him?
Well, I will say at the very least, that lightning didn't strike you.
There's that.
And he just kind of strokes the fuzz of his facial hair. Oh, what do you need?
May I have a look at that brass brazier on the shelf behind you, please?
Yes, sure thing. He turns around and he clunks it down on the counter in front of you. With a
Holding
little
it,
warning.
can I tell about how much it weighs?
How much it weighs?
Yeah.
5 pounds, maybe 6.
Okay, and how big is it?
Big enough for what you need it for.
Okay, would it fit into a pouch? Or a backpack?
A backpack, yes.
Okay. So it's essentially like an oversized goblet.
Yeah, without the gaudy style.
Right, exactly. Because that would be unnecessary. How much for this?
Oh, I don't know, 8 silver. Does that sound fair?
Oh, that sounds beyond reasonable. Thank
Great.
you. And I'm still kind of new-ish to this whole druid thing. How much So could you just get me like an assortment of charcoal, incense, and herbs that would, and that would be about worth about 10 gold, and I will happily pay you the 10 gold.
He, he, uh, he raises an eyebrow. Druid? I've never heard of Druid before, but I'm certain I have those things you're asking for.
Also, sorry, out of character, Desi, if your familiar dies, you need the same amount of supplies to summon it back again. So, just for future reference. Alright, I'm done. Sorry
Right.
for interrupting.
No, that's fair. I just didn't want to. I figure if I need more, I can just get more when I need more eventually. I just don't want to be carrying around like 20 gold pieces worth of incense, herbs, and charcoal, because I imagine that's not very
I mean,
light.
most wizards, when they have familiars, do that anyway, but it's up to you. It's your character. Anyway, moving on.
So the alchemist turns around and clunks around in the cabinet, and I believe this will all do it. As for charcoal, I use some charcoal for my flames, so I'm sure I have some of that. He digs around under the counter in front of you, and he sets down a couple of pouches of each thing you asked for. I'd say all of this would be about, I don't know, in total 10 gold. Yeah.
All right. Thanks. On my equipment list, I'm literally just gonna write like find familiar components.
Excellent. That works.
Because I do not want to like go through the hassle of figuring out exactly how much.
A lot of people just do that. I do that when I have a wizard and a familiar.
Yep.
That works. Okay.
Find component. Story, why did you come in here with me? Was there something that you needed?
Not in particular, but I always like visiting places where some form of alchemy is performed.
I see.
Cool stuff.
So, the particular thing you're working on, it's supposed to protect you from lightning bolts?
Exactly. And as you see, I haven't
all lightning or just natural ones?
all lightning, really, but it's for the purpose of avoiding natural lightning.
Have you been struck before?
Yes, and that's what put me on this quest.
Have you been struck more than once?
No, just once in childhood, and ever since it's made me fear whenever it rains.
So what part is giving you trouble? Is there something with your reagents, or perhaps the amounts are off?
I haven't got a clue.
I'm a bit of an alchemist myself, although my methods and your methods are slightly different.
It seemed to be the purity of the silver I'm using.
Silver. It's impure?
It's not pure enough.
Are you buying it from reputable sources?
Blacksmith down the street there.
I see. Well, I might be able to help you out.
How so?
Like I said, I am an alchemist myself. I could probably obtain some purer silver than the blacksmith is selling you. I don't know if he's cutting it with anything for profit or if he's just working with impure ores.
how much silver do you need?
Oh, quite a bit. Quite a bit. It needs to be it needs to be a concoction that's applied to the skin that conducts the electrical properties towards the ground and seamlessly keep the wearer harmless.
So you're going to make some kind of an unagent skin cream? Is it going to be permanent, or are you going to have to apply this every day?
Reapplication.
I mean, while I commend your dedication, this seems slightly impractical. I mean, spending so much money on silver every day to make a skin cream. I mean,
Right.
What if you're outside when it starts to rain? Are you going to furiously apply it, or are you going to wear it every morning, even if it's not necessarily going to rain?
I think what Snorri might be getting at here, and please correct me if I'm wrong, is that it might be to your benefit if you just imbued an object with the magical properties you were looking for.
Well, I mean, not everybody can just create magical items, Vina. I mean, that's...
I know.
That's a lot harder said than... Well, I mean, easier... Yes, easier said than done.
You started this, Alan.
We're
Right,
riding, we're riding this train till it crashes, damn it.
It is. They are.
I mean, I'm just saying,
With Reese and Dex, we're just standing outside the blacksmith. You know, you could have just gotten my old armor refitted for you. You know that, right?
I'm just saying that, like, you know, I will still try to help you if you would like some help, but I will say that even if you do perfect this alchemical concoction you have been working on, I mean, it just seems like it would be a very expensive thing to avoid something that you've managed to avoid almost your entire life. I just think the money you would be spending on that silver could be spent on other things that would be more useful, give you more happiness, perhaps.
Wonder what's taking them so long.
Alchemy is a weird subject. Science, yeah. So after some time passes between the two of them, communicating about the ups and downs of never being struck by lightning again versus having avoided it most of his life anyway, the alchemist decides not to give up.
All right. So, how much silver then do you need for one application? Or, well, to at least test to make sure if this works?
Oh, I'd say about 10 gold worth of silver ingots.
I mean, do they have to be
Bring
ingots?
Stone, turn it to lead. There.
I mean, 10 gold worth. Let's see. It's last I checked, it's about 10 silver coins to a gold coin, and so that would be 100 silver coins worth of silver to be 10 gold, and that's about 2 pounds of silver.
Mm-hmm.
You have a rock 2 pounds.
Well, actually, this actually does open up a new, completely meta question. Silver is more dense than a lot of stones, so when I transmute a stone to silver, does it stay the same size? Or does it shrink?
It would shrink, yes.
Okay. So we would hypothetically need a stone heavier than 2 pounds.
Well, the weight would stay the same.
Yes. Sorry.
The weight would never change.
Yeah. I totally thought about that in the wrong way.
Size per weight is not.
Yes. That was actually what I was getting at, and then I just totally forgot that that's what I was getting at. Do you have...
Right.
Actually, do you have do you have any merchant's weights that you no longer use?
He kind of looks around. Yeah, I got some. Why?
Why don't you hand me 2 pounds worth of merchant's weights? I assume they're made of lead, right?
Of course.
Of course. I mean, you could get them made out of other materials, but that would just cost way more, and lead is generally sufficient.
Can we get on with it?
Okay. I will transmute the 2 pounds of weights into silver for him.
Right in front of him?
Right in front of him. Using the real one, not the temporary one, because...
No. Alright.
Alright.
Snorri is like, he's really smart, but he's not the wisest person in the world.
I will say, I've done this many times, but I've never actually tested the exact purity of the silver. So I'm not going to say for certain that this is going to be more pure than what you have obtained from the blacksmith, but at the very least, it will let you attempt your experiment again and
for free.
not have to have paid extra for it to see if it even works. Because then if you've determined that it works, then when you spend the money, you can just make sure that you are dedicating your time to getting the purest silver. Instead of...
So, as to thank you for your time, he gives you 3 gold coins and wants to send you on your way.
He's done with your talking.
He wants to get started right now.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's
sir.
a nicer kick out than we got from the inn.
Have a great day.
To be fair, we didn't mind control this guy.
That's true.
And good luck.
All right, so what does everybody do? It's now morning-ish. I want to say noonish.
Well, we should probably head back to Middenheim.
To Middenheim or heading to Ashfeld?
Oh, can we get? I thought we had to go back to Middenheim to get to Ashfeld.
No need.
Oh, we did. I'm pretty sure buy round trip tickets because it was cheaper.
Yeah, you've already paid for it. Might as well use it. Okay.
Because we all assumed we had to do that. We couldn't just take a thing. Because I'm pretty sure we talked about that, and he said it's back and forth, and then Middenheim's a hub.
I just want to point out, you didn't add my second rest stop to the map yet.
Oh my god.
Okay, you can do it later.
Do it later, dude.
Sorry.
You complained. It's gonna happen now.
Before... Oh, and I just have to say, Reese will point that out to Dex while waiting for his armor.
I just shrug. It's your armor. Why do I want to take your armor? Besides, I gotta point to her to my sizes. A little small.
That's why we resize it. I mean, there is a cost to resizing, but it can happen.
Okay. So, when the armor is prepared, the blacksmith offers to just kind of like put like a lining into the armor, kind of like a padding.
I'll let it. Yeah, I'll go for it.
Comfortability, as a courtesy to a customer.
Yeah. Well, I say, yeah. Go for it.
And here you go. And they kind of like they set it on the counter in front of you, all neatly folded and ready to be donned and doffed in the future.
What I do have a question. What weapons do they like have ready made? Like, I don't really want.
Oh, okay. On the wall, you see various spears. You see various swords. You see a couple shields here and there.
Character's not proficient in shields.
You see like long swords, short swords, broadswords, probably there. As far as swords go, there's a couple of different kinds of spears, but that's really it.
I will purchase a short sword.
Okay.
And that will be
Sounds good. The cost he will say is 12 gold for the short sword.
okay.
Ching, whatever that was.
That was me.
Correct.
Got a dex. So,
How many silver did you say I spent on the brazier?
8.
I'm gonna ask the store. Does he have a room I could change his armor to?
We do that on the boat when you're leaving if you wanted.
There's do that on the boat.
Okay. Yeah, and also, yeah, I'm going to.
Let's go
Well-
find Snorri and Venna and go back.
So I would say the party's now gathered somewhere central of the town.
And heading towards the
Heading to the air depot.
yes, the
I don't know what
place where the airship. I don't want to call it an airport. So where the ships are.
port, and there's airships. I mean,
It's true.
Airship port.
Sure.
The airship depot. How about that? I like that more.
The airship depot. We head over there.
Oh, is everyone there? Does anyone need to shop more? Are we good?
I think we're good.
Oh, we're good.
Satisfied. Awesome.
We're good.
Satisfied.
So, everyone presents their round trip tickets to return to Middenheim, and nobody raises any fuss. No problem. You hop on the airship.
I'm gonna do the L ship. I'm going to put the armor on, and I'm going to try to do this. I just saw it. What the hell?
So after about, I would say, half an hour after the airship left, you guys hear a loud explosion from the direction of Waterwick.
I turn around and look.
Those of you who are able to look or felt the need to look, you see a flawless beam of energy shoot off from the center of town. And the further up into the sky it goes, it dissipates into a bolt of lightning.
Hey, Nori, do you think
Hey,
he perfected that spell?
Well, it's possible,
What are you guys
but
talking
it's also
about?
possible that maybe it doesn't protect him from lightning bolts in the first place. Maybe it calls them.
What did you do?
Yeah, Dax is like, what the fuck did you do?
What do you mean?
We just
What?
helped an alchemist with a.
Reese points and like that. What did you
but we
do?
both.
I don't know. That could be completely unrelated.
To
Flawless-
what?
No,
What?
There was a flawless pillar of blue energy rise from about where the alchemist shop was.
What?
I turned to Venna. What happened while we were shopping?
Well, we went shopping for some alchemy supplies,
Huh?
and the guy wanted some help perfecting a cream of sorts that would protect him from lightning strike. And so we helped turn some lead into some silver and hoped that that would help him perfect it.
I hope you didn't just kill him. Let's go.
I just shake my head and go. If you excuse me, I'm going to upgrade my pack weapon.
I'm going to like an hour before like not an hour, like right before we get into the boundaries of Middenheim, Reese is going to go into like a room and then come out looking completely different.
Okay.
Yeah,
Valid.
Guys,
yeah, I'll go into a room and I'm going to reconstitute my scimitar into a rapier, so
whoa.
I can hit harder.
Okay.
So that's pretty much. It's gonna take the whole trip to do so because it takes an hour to do that. To desummon it, an hour to reassemble it with everything.
Got it.
So
Woo!
So I would say you guys touch down in Mittenheim. No.
Hey,
problem.
Snorri, while we're on the airship, do you identify the potions?
Sure. Seems like a good time to do it.
Okay.
That is definitely a good time.
Use of time. Good time management. So you have 6 potions of healing, which is 2d4 plus 2, and you have 3 superior potions of healing, 8d4 plus 8.
Alright, so we now have. So we have 6 because we've gotten superior before, so we have 6 now total, and then 6 regular ones.
The mechanical keyboard that's louder than an orchestra. My keyboard was bad, but holy crap. Yeah, mine's
that was my gaming keyboard. That's my gaming keyboard. Sorry.
So that you guys don't have to hear the ridiculous clickety clack.
Reese will look like the same way as she did when the whole Jacerin debacle's egg. So
Oh, I forgot. So, halfway through your flight, was anyone on the main deck for any reason?
I mean, at some point.
Yeah,
I
some
was
point
probably just chilling on the main deck like the whole time because I didn't really have a reason to go out into a room.
The airship would have been about on the map. If
Reese was on deck until she disguised self. So
about here during the voyage of the airship, over these mountains next to your route, you would have seen a flying creature in the distance.
oh no. What does the creature look like, DM?
Kind of see through it. Kind of. It looked very skinny, whatever it was.
Like I pick up Jacerin and I look at her. Like I look down.
Very large flying creature that's very far away. All you can see is a silhouette of a skinny thing flapping away.
It's more of like silhouette, like.
Hey, he said flapping
is it
away. That
kind
means
of
it has
the
wings.
Same, like shape as Jacerin, but just bigger.
Yeah.
Yes, I assumed that it had wings the moment that he said it was flying.
Yeah, I know. Me
There
too.
are a lot of things that fly without wings.
That's
For
true.
example, this airship.
Yeah, the airship. Yeah, that's true.
For example, Coatl.
And holding up.
Coatl have wings.
I guess they do have wings in some of the art.
They don't always have wings in their art. Sometimes they're just flying
D&D
snakes
koalas have wings.
with feathers.
Yes.
If
Rainbow
yes,
feathers.
after holding up just Saren to kind of get an idea, yes, it is in fact a dragon.
And Reese and Draconic goes, oh, I think we found your friend.
But it's massive in the way out the distance. Like,
But very big. We got big fast.
Or it's a completely
Fed
unrelated
a lot
dragon.
of gems.
Go ahead.
DM,
do with it.
is this somebody riding that dragon?
You don't know. It's too
I
far
think it
away.
would be too far away for us to see a medium-sized creature on a huge dragon.
say- gargantuan in size.
Yes, we'll get that big at some point if we ever hit level 20. that's the soul binders like level 20 shit. Anyway,
You could feed your resident purple dragon a whole bunch of gems and hope for the best.
I mean at some point she can just fly us around, but I don't expect her to do that.
Okay. So now you guys are about to land. That's an hour away from Middenheim, and then you change, and then the boat lands, and yeah, skyship lands.
And Cass is a black cat on my shoulder.
Yay!
Put up. And like the moment we step off, Reese is like, okay, is there anything we need in Middenheim, or should we just go straight to Ashfall?
Need naps. Maybe. You who feel like napping could probably sleep on the boat, but hey, whatever.
I feel like napping in real life.
Yo, relatable.
do we?
That's it. 3 hours. Unless you guys are getting tired. I mean,
I'm not.
No,
I
I'm
want more
not.
action.
Yeah, but honey, you slept until
I understand that.
2
We're not gonna
o'clock?
focus on that. We're going to.
Oh, I slept until like 6.
I will 3 p.m. my time,
yeah. I'm just saying.
but all for me because I work nighttime. So
Yeah, I work early in the morning too, so
I
we
would like
can't
to
be up
go
for
a little
too
longer,
much
though.
longer. But
Is
we
that
can go.
okay?
We can go a bit more.
stuff.
All right.
But Cass is very much like, hey, or not Cass. Reese is like, hey, do we have anything here? Can we just go straight to Ashfall?
I mean, I guess I'm just gonna read on the airship. I guess.
I mean, is there anything here
Hope that I
we
don't
need
get
to-
motion sickness or anything.
Do we
I'm
want to
an old
stay?
man.
Because at this point, is it like nighttime?
Say almost nighttime. Like
I mean, we
Approaching
can get an
I mean, do
inn.
they even have flights this late at night?
I don't know.
Probably not.
We're at the
We should get
place.
an inn.
Like we're still at the port for
Look over the
airships,
schedule, is
the
there
airport,
one-
if you will.
flight is tomorrow.
All right. Reese sighs. Okay, let's go get an inn.
All right.
But not that inn. Oh wait, no, that was in. was that...
That's Waterwick. There.
Okay.
Yeah. That.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quick question. At Hamhawk Hamlet, is there like primary food ham? Like, are they just known for ham, or is it just called that and not related to ham at all?
I totally thought this was gonna be a relevant question.
Huh?
It's called hammock because of the livestock they have. That's all.
So they're known for their hams, or are they known for their hawks?
Oh boy, let's go on. We can discuss this afterwards.
It's a relevant question.
How is it relevant?
Well, wherever we go to stay for the night, can it be some place that has good ham?
Well, a ham hock is a portion of pig,
Yeah, I know.
so they're pig livestock.
I'm just saying we should ask around for which inn has the best ham. Does your fancy
Unless we
mug
have
do
some
that, or
time.
does it only tell where the closest one is?
I will start asking around.
I turned to Snow and said, "You do realize I'm from here, right?"
All right. Well then, which place has the best ham?
I roll my
I
eyes.
mean,
I
the
take it.
more expensive inns, really.
Yeah, pretty
Reese
much.
says under her breath.
Well, I mean, have you tried it at all the places? Just because a place is more expensive doesn't mean that their ham is better. In fact, it's probably more likely to be one of the less expensive places, because they would know how to make the best out of. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
You probably are.
Yeah, you
Why
are.
does it need
Okay.
to be the best ham, Snorri?
Okay,
Can't you just be
Dex,
satisfied with
Reese.
good ham?
Yeah, that's actually what I was gonna say. What's a place that has good ham? We don't need to focus
around
on the
here?
superlative this time.
Do I know? Will I know a place where it has pretty much damn good food cooking?
There's the place that you would have gone to for like a favorite lunch, maybe.
Yeah, I'll take him to that spot.
Okay. This
Now,
is
wait,
that
wait,
place
wait.
Keeping an
that your
eye
character
out.
goes.
Wait, question. Is this a cop bar?
No, I gave him my luck.
This would be the place that Dex's character would probably say, "Yeah, this is best place in town. Best place."
Walk in, there's like a whole bunch of guards in there.
The Dex thumb up of approval.
No, Dex would not be going to any tavern or inn that don't have the cops in.
Okay.
He'll go to a place that basically
Like,
I'm like, as
shadier
an
the
X
better.
guard?
The shadier the better.
not shadier, but something that the guards don't go to all the time, but it's legit.
Mhm.
Something low key.
Yeah,
Low-key.
something low key. I know it has good food and all that.
Reese
Are we
is
gonna be
keeping
nearby
an-
a forest?
No. We're in the middle of a very huge city.
Heck,
Huge.
I just want to go to a forest and get an owl.
Well, that's
Find
what
familiar-
Find Familiars. It just appears.
Well,
Oh.
Well, you do
Well, I
you do it in you do the ritual, and it like kind of comes into existence, and it's either a fae, a celestial, or a fiend, and you choose what it is, and
it comes to
gotta-
you, regardless of where you
Oh.
are.
Okay. Well, then I know what I am doing tonight.
Okay.
Gonna burn smelly incense.
We.
Wait.
Reese on the way to this inn/tavern bar place. Definitely gonna keep a lookout as.
So, as believe it or not, the location that Dex is taking Snorri for a good meal.
I mean, I assume we're all going.
Okay, if everyone's going, great. Everyone. The funny thing is, the direction to get there passes by the marketplace.
Oh no!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my
Everyone-
gosh!
Everyone's
we go again.
Everyone's favorite merchant is up on the stage.
Oh,
I groaned
Reese just
loudly.
sighs like, why again? Why does he try to do this? I'm gonna sit and listen to what he's saying.
I'll turn to
Just-
Snow and
He
say,
just needs to
Yeah.
stick to his shady ass merchant building and leave people alone.
You kidding me?
Yeah, I know it's wishful thinking. I'm gonna start listening to what he's saying.
Wait,
him up there.
wait.
You see him up there. He's holding up different kinds of bottles, but they all have the same, like a similar colored liquid in them. And he goes, "This here is the stuff of legends.
What legend? Sorry.
It's made with a very rare mushroom that comes from the north. Very hard to find, but this stuff removes muscle pain. That makes you feel better in many different ways, and it mends wounds very well.
Oh, great. He's peddling snake oil.
Why? Why?
He's probably getting desperate.
I mean, just sell his shitty shit in a store, not let rich people do it. Come in and buy the crap, not hawk it to people that can barely afford it.
He's got like 20 bottles or so lined up in a row, just for everyone. It's just in a neat little row, and he's holding one, and he's like gesturing to it in front of all the people.
Okay, first off, at my location, can I tell it's even magical in nature?
I mean,
Do you have a sense for that?
Arcana, I can do Arcana checks, an eye check.
You probably do.
I
I would say a nature check if you can recall ever hearing of a mushroom from the north.
A what?
A mushroom from the north that helps
What
That
kind of
has,
check?
like a nature
Pain.
check.
On nature check.
If anyone feels like doing that nature check. Now would be the time.
I'll tell the event. Have you heard of some kind of mushroom in the north?
Is this?
And I'll give Vanna I'll give Vanna advantage on the nature check because she's a resident druid.
I don't know.
It's like nature's not my thing.
Yeah, nature's not my thing.
I
Yeah,
go
that's
do
what
nature. Is what Venice or not Venice, Reese says.
Nature.
She assumes he's lying, but whatever.
Okay, 22.
So Desi would know that there's not a mushroom that does all of that. Surely people who knew of it would be hunting it to extinction. That's not a thing.
How are we?
Snake oil.
How are we going?
Interesting.
How are we gonna do this?
I mean, okay, guys, are we gonna have to like harass this person every time we come here?
Him? Yes.
Yes.
If
Why?
he's doing that, then he's scamming people out of. If he's not in his shop scamming rich people, he's out here scamming poor people.
Okay, but what if we just got rid of him like permanently? This is getting obnoxious.
You want to kill him?
I didn't say that.
I don't know how much of a crime is peddling.
I was just saying. I think maybe what
Take his
if
hand. Take his hands.
we don't have to kill him. Like we could just put him in a sack and throw him into the water, and we'll let the water kill him.
That sounds
That's
like
killing.
Killing him.
Wouldn't it be better just to get
No. Drowning is a
Wouldn't it-
natural way to die.
Carl.
Wouldn't it just be-
That kills people.
Wouldn't it be better just to like turn him over to the law?
What do you think I've been doing? When I was
Obviously,
gone?
he's very
I
well
like-
known to get himself out of trouble with the money he has.
Trust me, man. I've been trying to bust this. When I was a guard, I tried to bust his ass multiple times. It didn't work. He always paid his way out.
All right. Well, maybe we should just,
would have a
do what
slap.
I suggested. Apparently,
Does anybody-
he's
No,
apparently he's a menace and is able to just bribe his
Does
way out.
anybody have a what?
You would have a sling. You could start shooting rocks at the bottles lined up. Like a shooting gallery.
I have an arrow.
wait. Is
I
there a
could
spot-
pretend. I could pretend
there-
to be.
Is there a spot for me to basically go on the roofs?
Why? What are you planning?
Pew 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 pew.
Eldritch
Before
Blast.
we
really?
do that, what if
What?
before we did that, what if we
Spells are like bad in town. Why would you do that?
You need a permit for that.
right?
You, the guard, would know that clear as day.
Wait,
You need a
wait,
permit.
wait! I have an idea.
Should you act like my grandfather, and we could go on stage and say, hey, how about we have a demonstration and let me do the talking? Don't actually open your mouth. And we can say that you're so hurt, you hurt yourself, and
please.
you go in a demonstration and oh, my bad, like, it doesn't help.
Trust me, I have an even better idea.
No, before you do anything,
I
let us know.
Please?
Okay, okay. So what if I
hold on?
What if I went up to buy one of his potions and then drank it and then immediately started acting like I felt funny, and then I'm like, I need to go see a doctor of some kind, and then I put on my cloak.
Burst into flames.
All the crowd will think that this potion sets people on fire.
If we do that, I do the talking and say, "Oh, you don't look so good. Maybe we should get you to the doctor, Grandpa."
Or
I mean,
put on your cloak.
You're a half elf. You could even say father, and most people wouldn't even. I mean, they would really know.
Sure.
I'm just saying that's not really relevant. I can do the talking just fine.
No,
I'm plenty charismatic.
Vena, what's your idea?
Reese, how long do you think you could potentially distract him for?
I could talk his ear off if I wanted to.
Would you say about 11 minutes?
You gotta be careful about using magic in the middle of town. It's kind of frowned upon.
What takes 11 minutes?
Identifying one of the things.
And that's Barry.
Barry. Hello, Barry.
Not a baddie.
My berries.
What kind of berry? Strawberry?
Oh,
raspberry?
Wait, I need to look at this. Hang on. I have it on names only mode by default because.
Whoop, that's too late. Sorry.
Oh, sadness. It's okay, I'll just go back on the VOD maybe.
Yep, go back on the VOD, you'll see it.
It's probably good that you have it on names only mode. I generally make faces at the screen.
Yeah, well, it just helps with like RAM consumption because I have a laptop and that's best. But anyway, back to the issue at hand.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could find like an inconspicuous spot, Snorri, couldn't you?
Oh, I like this bursting into flames idea much better.
I'm not saying you're not charismatic. I just think I'm better at talking and getting the point across. I really think I should be doing the talking.
I don't know. See, the problem is, wouldn't he possibly recognize you?
I look completely different.
Wouldn't he recognize you as the one that he hurled the egg at?
Well, yes. Actually, I think he probably would. Which is what will make it even more fun.
Also, I look different from when I got... Okay, she's just gonna admit it in front of Dex because, I mean, she doesn't really care at this point. I acquired Cass from him.
I knew that. Everyone knew that. You're able to check your damn out. Check your dad. You can talk your stuff out of anything. Duh.
Just FYI, Nathan, Reese has a Sky Self on. She doesn't actually look like Reese, the person that stole from him.
You mean you weren't disguised when you stole from him?
I was a kid. That was before Cass.
Oh, gotcha.
Bye.
Real quick, Snorri, wasn't it you who said that you should not tamper with items until you know what they are?
Oh my.
Yeah.
For all we know, it could be some sort of like poison or something, and you put it in your body.
That's true.
Well, I mean,
look at the egg that we all thought was a chicken egg.
He's not gonna be selling poison. He'd never
You
get away.
Know that?
Dex, how much would it cost to get off of killing 12 people with poison?
A lot harder than just selling people crap.
Yeah.
Like,
It'll probably take half his
he's not
fortune to
selling
get out of it.
poison. He's probably selling piss mixed with ink. Actually,
that's not
now
it.
that I say that, I don't want to drink that.
It's snake oil. That's what it is.
But I'm pretty sure that snakes don't produce oil.
It's a saying.
Right.
So
but
I just think maybe
why wouldn't they just say what it actually is?
I can say that I am
Not
hurt,
mineral oil.
and I would love a demonstration, and I would love to try it.
Damn, he's gonna make you buy it.
Yeah, but
What if we just threw a rock at his head? Okay, fine, a tomato.
That sounds like a good plan. No, I like the rock idea personally.
Knock him unconscious.
I condone this 100%.
okay, so I'm going to pick up a rock,
Oh gosh.
and I'm going to look at I'm gonna look at the table it's on, and I'm gonna say I'm just gonna break shit and take a rock and
It's
just
a plan.
chuck it at the potion and scream, "You're a liar!" and other stuff like this is a lie. I bought something from you and something similar and caused my father go to the clerics or whatever, the equivalent of hospital in this world.
The infirmary.
Yes, whatever. She's just yelling that.
Alright.
She's just chucking rocks at not at him, but the bottles on the table.
Yeah, he'll be talking to some people in the front row. They're like, do you have any of these issues? Like any names off some condition?
And then all of a sudden Reese is like, "You're a liar!"
And then behind him, one of the bottles goes kaboosh. Glass goes everywhere, fluid on the ground, and he's like, "What?"
And then I'll take another one and chuck it at the next bottle.
Oh, that escalated quickly.
Yeah, it did.
Reese is tired of his crap.
Turns around and sees his bottles exploding, and he's like, "I'm merchandise."
Reese is gonna scream, don't sell crap to people! Don't stop scamming us! She's gonna say, stop scamming us out of our money! They're gonna throw another one and break another bottle.
And other people are throwing rocks as well.
I'm just gonna like duck.
Yeah, Dax is gonna pick one up and he's gonna chuck it at the bottles too.
You know,
And if he gets the chance, he's gonna chuck one at the guy and pop him in the head.
now it's just raining hail of rocks onto the stage.
Get off the stage!
And he has the one bottle left in his hand, and he runs off stage.
Can I hit that one? Can I hit that one bottle? Can I try?
Specific-
Chuck
Wait. Is the stage within 30 feet of me?
Oh god.
I would say so.
When he gets to the bottom step, I want to use mold earth on the ground, so that when he goes down to step, that the ground's not there because it's just moved out of the way, and I want him to just trip. It's not going to kill him or injure him. It explicitly says that.
He falls into a 5-foot pit, apparently.
Right, but I want him to drop the last bottle.
Falls into the pit. No guarantees that the bottle broke.
Fair.
if the bottle's not broke, I'm gonna try to chuck it and try to hit it.
I
try to
really
hit the
like
bottle.
Reese wants to like go to where he's going to like face to face him, because he's now trying to climb out of a 5-foot pit. So she's with her 45 movement. She's gonna dash all the way over to where he is, which means her movement is her dash movement is like 90 feet. So. And as he's getting out, he's gonna crouch, and because I'm sure she still sounds like
Mm-hmm.
herself. And she's going to whisper to him, how does it feel to, how does it feel being, as low as dirt? Something to that effect. Well, like, how does it feel to feel like dirt?
And then it's at this point that he takes a closer look at you.
She smiles.
Hey, long. Where'd my D20 go?
Sorry, stepped out for a bit. Did he drop and break the bottle?
No. Well, he hasn't rolled for breaking the bottle, but Reese did rush over to where he was and said something to him.
Alright, so I've got 6 out of 7 dice, and I cannot find the D20.
Probably gonna swing at her or something.
And he recognizes who you are. I got a nat 20 on the insight.
Oh gosh.
Reese doesn't care.
And his eyes go wide. Honestly, whoever that dog is sounds like they're getting blended in the background.
Well, there is a blender going on in our background right now.
I heard the blender go, and then a dog yip, and then the blender slow down.
Perfect.
I hope Puppy is
We
okay.
don't actually blend puppies, just FY to everybody, that does not happen in our home.
That was terrifying.
And she'll, knowing that just the look on his face that he recognizes her, she goes, "Hello, old friend."
Oh gosh.
And then she gets up. And is the bottle broken?
No, it's not. It is not broken. He's still holding it.
He's still holding it.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna fill the hole back in with.
Well,
So, when you do that, all you can see is his head sticking up out of the ground, and his hands like above ground slightly. One hand holding the bottle, and he's just like,
okay.
like he's locked in the pilliards.
I'm going to take the bottle from his hand.
Okay.
And I'm going to smash it on the ground. And I'll tell him, you need to stop lying and swindling people, poor people.
Uh-huh.
Just
He's
dead in the eye, just serious,
red.
like,
He is red in the face, very angry at you.
see you later. And she just gets up and, like, goes into the crowd. And it's like, okay, I need to change my, disguise now.
I'm gonna walk up to him and look down.
You see his head sticking above dirt.
You never learn, do you?
Nope.
Well, shall we go to an inn now?
I'm just looking at. I'm just looking at her, just shaking my head. You're lucky. Next time I may be a little more bloody.
Oh. Oh.
And I'm looking at him and I'm not talking about me. We both know what you're doing. Even your goat can get you out of it. Don't be stupid. Clean your act up and run a structural business. You got the talent for it. Don't be stupid. I'll get up and if you send anybody after her or anyone else, I'll know. And I'm not a guard anymore, which means I don't follow the rules anymore. And I will pay you a visit. You get me?
I thought we discussed not killing him.
No, I'm just trying to do it.
He is stuck on the.
Can I run a temptation check on that?
Is he wetting himself right now in the ground?
And
Yeah.
If the intimidation roll is high enough, maybe.
Do I have an advantage or?
After the stern talking to that Reese gave him, I would say yes with advantage.
Okay. $26.
Natural 20, 26. He's wetting himself.
So
Remember what I said.
he's not a happy camper, being buried in his own crap.
Don't take your chance. I've already survived death once. My hand starts glowing, and I get a little something out of it. You don't want to know what. And I walk away.
Oh.
It got dark quick.
Dex doesn't like the guy. He's trying to bust his asshole for years, and he's like, finally, yeah.
That's
I'll
the
put
one
his asshole-
dude that
Yeah.
always
this
get
asshole-
out of shit.
Yep, put this asshole in check best he can. Make sure he doesn't go after Reese or nothing like that, because knowing him.
Well, he does. Yeah.
Okay. So,
Go to the inn or wherever we're going for food.
okay.
Yep. So, and I'll take him to the tavern that I know about that pretty much has good food.
You guys get there and do your.
We buy. Well, at least Snorri buys ham because
That's
he
great.
really wants ham.
For whatever reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should probably all eat.
Makes sense. Everyone's tired of scones by this point.
And rations.
Rations.
And Snorri, since you put us through the trouble of finding such a place with such exquisite ham, I'm sure you wouldn't mind treating us all to some.
I don't know what gave you that idea.
Disney best into the end.
What, you expect us to pay for it?
If you don't want ham, you don't have to buy ham.
He's got a point. I see both sides here, but
I just asked where good ham was. You could have given me directions. I could have gone on my own. I mean, it's not like the guards of Middenheim are gonna let harm come to an old man.
Yes, old man. Alright, so...
Yeah, an old man that can create a 5-foot crater in the ground.
I mean, crater is not entirely accurate. Also, I can make it much larger if I have more time.
this is true.
Oh, thank you, by the way. Him burying him in that was perfect.
Oh, you're welcome. I mean, I made the hole, but I didn't want to leave it there for someone else to deal with, so I just decided to fill it back up. Not my fault he was still there. He could have gotten out.
Kind of made it hard for that.
Hopefully he'll change his ways.
Maybe, if not. It's gonna be fun causing him more trouble. Alright, I go up and order food for myself and a chunk of meat for Cass and so some for Saren.
And Snorri will...
And she'll say cooked and one cooked as well. So cooking whatever meat for Saren because she apparently
Snorri's going to order whatever meal comes with ham and also get a room.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably get my usual and just eat.
I'm gonna get a meal with him as well in a room, and also well, actually, I should ask. Like, are we? So who all is in like the common area?
Who's in the common area? I also want to talk to the bartender at some point after Desi's question.
In the common area, you see mostly travelers and a couple adventurers. You see the owner of the inn behind the bar.
I'd like to talk to the owner. So, do you remember a little while back when there was? Oh wait, never mind. We're not even in the right town. I was gonna ask if anything strange has been happening around here. Because I thought this was the one with the Temple of Damaris, but then I realized that's Lock Hollow. So I actually don't have any questions.
Reese, after ordering her food and a room, will ask, has anything interesting, any news, has any events happened in the past? She'll say specifically the time she's been gone from the very beginning. So
Rumors about Ashford, about the people there not acting normal.
the people in Ashvald have not been acting normal.
Everyone's too friendly.
Everybody's too friendly. Also, she's also asking about Middenheim itself.
Oh,
But I will take that information.
okay.
And I feel like I do feel like Reese would ask,
Being like her home and all.
being a hub of hub town, like a big hub town, that there would be some talk about different places.
Well, we've heard rumors of a cult like that's been doing some weird things around here.
Oh, too nice in Ashfald. And then a cult here in Middenheim.
Yeah. They just keep calling themselves, and the name is literally the word button in infernal.
The what?
The word button, but pronounced in the infernal language.
Oh my gosh.
Does I
We
want to know
don't
if Dex
know
is
about
chill-
this. We don't know about this information. Like, okay, so
Or you would know what
I'm ordering food, so I'm probably right by Reese and all that stuff. No, I'm not ordering food.
you hear a word in infernal. You might not even know
Cult.
if it's spoken in.
No, I know Infernal. Actually, he knows Infernal. He speaks Infernal. I just gave the bartender a look like, button?
Wait, what?
Out loud, like the word button out loud.
Oh no.
Did you say button out loud?
Oh no! You're breaking what's his face. But we don't know this is a thing, so we wouldn't have the knowledge not to say it.
If Nathan is there, just simply enjoying his meal.
Next to us, because I mean, we went up to order, so we might actually have a table somewhere else.
Dex saying button out loud.
I assume that I actually would have taken my food to my room to eat, but I did not explicitly state that, I don't think.
Okay,
You did say you got a room, so...
Like, yeah, I said I got a room and I ordered food, and in my mind they were going to bring my food to my room when it was ready, but...
And also, We know that Snorri isn't really one for common areas.
Yeah. What? We didn't
Marcus-
hear anything you said. You keep cutting out.
This would be okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just the three of you in the common area at the moment.
Yeah. The owner probably knows me because I was a regular, so I'm like, Button?
You mean the cult's name is Button?
It's literally translates
The cult of
into
Button?
Yes.
Here, the innkeeper would kind of like a little.
Could you describe their appearance, or have there been rumor of their appearance?
They wear these weird purple robes, and they, funny enough, have animal ears on top of the hoods.
What does the animal ears look like?
Like I don't know, an upstanding dog ear, or maybe a cat, maybe a
Like
wolf.
I point to Cass because she's still in her cat form.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, like that.
Oh boy.
Dex is like, I'm so glad I'm not in the guard anymore because this.
That's ridiculous. Cat ears?
And the innkeeper knows exactly what I'm talking about.
This is this I feel it's definitely enough coincidence that I'm pretty sure we've run into him already. Alright, is there any other just random things that's happened?
There's been a couple murders around here.
Couple murders?
Yeah, it's normal.
No.
I hear there's a noble family on the outskirts of town looking for mercenaries.
Why?
I don't know. Some mystery they've done.
What's the noble family? What's the name of the noble family? What was that, Alan? Winifred.
Okay.
Rainford.
Priest kind of gets tense and then just relaxes when she hears Yennefer.
Will I recognize the normal name through my time in the guard?
You would know that it is the name of a wealthy family on the outskirts of town that makes their wealth off of vineyards, like winemaking, like growing grapes and whatnot.
Why would winemakers hire mercs?
I don't know. Shit, needing some supplies to create wine, I guess.
No, something's
I don't know.
something's going on.
Reese did visibly get upset, visibly tense until the last name was mentioned, and she kind of the tenseness disappeared.
I do. Anything else going on? Anything crazy or stupid happening lately?
Not really, no.
I heard there's some famous prisoner down in the jail a few weeks back.
Oh, that's a couple days. That happened a couple days ago because we left.
Yeah, a
right
couple
away.
days ago. Yeah, a couple days ago.
The King of the Dwarves is currently a resident of the Underkeep.
That's gonna cause
Anything
issues.
interesting happen? Any news from the prison? Rumors?
Yeah, nothing to my knowledge. I haven't heard anything yet.
Dex is visibly relaxed when he heard that. I'm like, oh, good. They can't do nothing.
Not yet, anyway.
No, not yet, anyway. But
Or they just don't want anybody to know. Anyway. Well, thank you. I put down whatever amount he asks and some extra for the information, and you just tell me at some point how much I spent, and then Reese will go sit down in a corner, in a dark corner.
For the whole like night stay and the food and information, a golden force.
Okay, and then I'm gonna pay for just the food.
So
and
yeah,
the
how much
room.
for somebody not paying for the information?
That was 8 silver.
Okay.
I'll lay that down. I'm like, and I'll turn to the owner like, in the news from the guard.
Nothing new, I guess. Same old people die, people get robbed. Nothing changes around here.
Damn.
Okay.
He's quietly talking to Cass, and then stops when people get near.
Well,
Actually, no, she'd continue, but only be talking in Draconic to Cass.
at least his robbery stopped. That's a good thing.
Hmm.
Alright. I'll get my food and all that. And I nod my head to the owner and I'll go and sit down and eat.
Cool stuff.
Fee wants my food, I eat, and hand the food over to Cass and Jacerin. Cooked meat to Jacerin and uncooked to Cass, because Cass doesn't care.
Alright. And lastly, Venna, before we wrap up the session.
I am going to duck into an alleyway. And
She's up to something.
what?
Up to something.
And find a familiar.
I mean, I would do that in my room, but if you want to do it in an alleyway.
Oh, looky here, just an unassuming rat by the sewer grate. You'll do fine. You're my familiar now.
She wants an
Yeah,
owl,
I mean-
so...
Yeah, I mean, okay, so, like, I figure it needs to be able to come to me. Would it know to come inside a building?
Yeah, because it's it would probably go to your window or whatever.
Here,
Or
All
wait
right.
around for you.
something like that.
Okay, then
Because
yeah, I
it's still
could just do it
magic.
in
Find
my
familiar is
room.
still magic, and the town isn't the.
Well, that's why I figured an alleyway.
I
But
never know.
yeah, I could do it in my room with my window open. Since it's an owl, I can just fly in. Why didn't I fucking think of that?
Well.
I guess I didn't like think that like my room would have a window for some reason. Like I
Fair
was
enough.
just picturing a box. So
It's a fair assessment.
yeah,
You ask, can I have a room with a window?
right? Yeah. I get a little warm at night and prefer to let the breeze in.
Okay.
You mean let the bugs in?
Oh wait, but that's another thing. I have to light a fire. Why would I do that in my room?
Well, you better do it with the window open. Otherwise, you could suffer from
You would light
carbon
a fire
monoxide
in the
poisoning.
brazier. Like, you would do that all in the brazier. The brazier would protect the room from being set on fire.
Right, but there's still the issue of the smoke.
God. Get with it.
I mean, in all honesty, it would still probably
No,
be
I'm
safer.
next to Vina's room. She's burning that incense.
Burning incense, like, that's normal, so...
That's fair. They ask, I'm like, I'm just meditating, don't worry. I'm
Hey,
doing
my
some
incense.
yoga.
Namaste.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing
I should probably
Alarendia.
cast that
Ah,
or something like that. Do the thing. Oh, that's
Do
a
the
really big
thing. It
thing.
is.
Yeah.
It's a very.
That's very
okay, I'll-
okay.
Jeez, big spell.
Big spell. I probably should have done some research into like the differences between celestial and fae and fiend.
I mean, being an elf, you probably would prefer a fae, but I mean, it's really up to you. There's no real difference except for like type of creature it is. It goes from being a beast to one of the fae, celestial or fiend.
So, all things considered, you should probably not pick Fiend. And please allow me to
Right.
give a meta-analysis of this. We have encountered not once, but twice, paladins of a good god. Paladins can detect celestials, fiends, fae, undead, and various other things. And if they just see you chillaxing with some kind of a fiend, they're probably going to kill it and arrest you. Maybe. This place doesn't seem
Right.
like it's entirely accepting of that.
Right. I was kind of leaning more towards fae or celestial anyway. But it will appear as an owl, right?
Yep. The only thing is just it's reference of whatever it is. It replaces the beast to one of the other ones. So
Okay, I will choose a fae. A fae owl.
Or we can shorten it and make it one word and say that it's fowl.
Ha.
Which works because it still means bird.
Anyway.
Eh. Moving on.
Benna has her owl.
I have an owl now.
Who?
Yay!
I'm
Benna?
assuming.
Who? I regret nothing.
I
Forgot everything.
That sigh.
regret everything.
That sigh says everything.
Alrighty.
So I'm
Do you have one?
on a limb here and assuming everyone's curled up in bed, ready to go to sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna be strict with just Saren and say, if you do not get into my pack tonight, I will give you an amethyst in the morning.
Once everyone is in some form of shape.
I'm sorry,
Click.
what was that?
Oh, click!
And that happens while everyone is sleeping. So I mean, not really much you can do about that, is there? Maybe
I mean, I have my familiar.
Snorri snores.
I don't doubt. So next time when we resume something,
We'll start with a click.
we're starting with a click next session.
Again.
Yep.
Again. I swear, if that idiot
Can we ever
sends
just have a
somebody,
peaceful
I'm
night? And also, I think it's worth mentioning that the fire's out, you know, just in case. Like
Oh,
my.
it would only once the ritual's done. I would assume that, like, I always assume the fire goes out.
Stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so next session, at the beginning, we're starting with a quick roll while everyone is sleeping.
Woo! We all wake up in prison. I don't know.
Find out next time on Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh boy. Alright guys, with that, I thank you all for hanging out and being with us. We'll see what happens next with the starting of a click while everyone's asleep. You know, don't always assume that sleeping in an inn keeps you safe. Anyway, again, thank you so much for everybody that stopped by, and hung out and watched the crazy shenanigans happen today. I will send you off to someone, and we will, there's a lot of people going on. There's a lot of people streaming. And we will all see you next Tuesday for the next, Dungeons and Dragons, and I hopefully no one dies. Let's cross our fingers. And we will let's see. Let's see. Send you off to someone who is I think he's rerunning, but his reruns are pretty good. He's a DM of Dungeons and Dragons, and I just love his stuff. Is a rerun. It's a Saved by the Spell, and let's get this. Thank you again. I want to say thank you again for everybody that stuck around and hung out with us. I will see you all tomorrow. I will be streaming some Skyrim, and then we will do Skyrim tomorrow and on Thursday, and then some Pokemon on Friday, and it'll be a later stream. Hopefully, I do have an appointment earlier in the morning. Hopefully it's not too bad. It will be later in the evening, and then we'll have some Final Fantasy XIV this Saturday. So I will see you all tomorrow for some Skyrim craziness, and I'll see you next Tuesday for see you all next Tuesday for some D&D. I'll see you all then.